Hello, you beautiful human beings. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jack. Are you ready to go back to Haddonfield, Illinois? I am. I'm so ready. I have not seen this movie since it was in theaters in 2018. Now, when it was out in theaters and it was during its theatrical run, I saw it twice. I own the Blu-ray, but have not even opened the package yet. I have not seen this movie since the theaters. So for me, I'm super excited to watch this because, usually once it's out on home release and you can watch it whenever you want, you pick up so many different things. But I have not done that. So this is watch number 3 for me. Technically, it's watch number 2 because I basically saw Halloween 2018, like I saw them back to back, the two showings that I saw. So I went in at like 7 p.m., got out around 10, and then I went to like a 10:30 showing and saw it a second time. First with my mom, and then my partner Zach met me at the theater, and I watched it with him then. But I am not going to be watching this movie alone. I've got two very special guests tonight to take this journey back with us. You know him, the one, the only Craven Something Scary. Let's give him a big round of applause and welcome him into the stream. Welcome, Steven.
Well, Jack, thank you, brother. I love your intros. They're so heartwarming, man.
Oh,
Thank you so much. Make my heart filled with joy, man. It's
oh,
a pleasure to be here, buddy. Thank you for the invitation, man. I would not have missed this
absolutely.
for the world, man. I'm so excited.
Absolutely.
And quick fact, this is going to shock some people probably, but this is my only second time to watch this movie. I've seen Halloween Kills like 5 times, but I've only seen 2018 one time. So I'm excited to rewatch this again with you tonight, with
Ooh.
everybody here. I'm excited.
I remember
So
when you told me that the other day, I was shocked. I was like, what? I said you only saw this once?
I've been wanting to watch it again for like years, last 3 years, and I've never done it. I don't, for whatever reason, man. So
Yeah.
tonight's the night. I think it's going to spark that flame for 2018 again
Oh,
that I
yeah.
have because I love Kills. Right, it's my
Hmm.
favorite right now. Honestly, of the two, hot take. That's my favorite of the two. But I'm
Nice.
going to watch in 2018, so I'm coming in ready to be wowed again.
Oh, heck yeah. That
Yeah,
tonight's
man.
the night. Evil is going to die tonight here with us.
Oh gosh.
Or is it?
Yeah. Or is it?
Yeah. And last but not least, we have my good friend Eric, Bearded Entertainment. Let's give him a very warm welcome. You saw him on the Halloween 1978 watch party. He's here back for the Halloween requel. Let's welcome him back.
Hey everyone. Hey Jack, thanks for having me back. I'm really surprised you guys haven't seen these that
Yeah,
much. I've
I
seen this thing
figured.
like 50 times.
I figured.
really?
Yeah, I love this movie. I've seen it legitimately like 50 times. You haven't watched Jack, you haven't watched it since
Nope.
2018?
No,
I
neither
haven't
has
I
either.
Steven.
I
So you're
Neither of
going to
watched
be the
us.
this
one
one
guiding us.
I watched this one the last time I remember watching it was right before Kills. I watched this
Okay.
one, then I watched Kills right after,
Hmm.
so I would have the whole thing. But yeah, I've seen this a lot.
Oh
Awesome, man.
man. So
I'm
you
excited.
know all the cues, all the Easter eggs, you know everything at this
Not
point,
not everything, but I know a little bit.
Okay. All right. All right. That's awesome. So Steven, so Halloween, first of all, I'll start with my story about hearing about this film being announced.
Okay.
When I heard they were making another Halloween movie, I was super pumped. And I thought, okay, maybe it's going to be a remake. Who knows? At that point, requels were just starting. There was not really, I mean, besides Star Wars, which came out, there was not really much like, it wasn't thought of to do something like that. Either it was just a plain old sequel or it was a complete reboot of the series. So I remember getting the announcement for a new Halloween movie. I was like, okay, this is cool. We need Michael Myers back. And then when they announced that Jamie Lee Curtis was going to be
Mm.
returning, I said, wait a minute. I said, something's up here. I said, because I thought right back to Resurrection, man. And I
Oh
was like,
man.
what are they going to do here? Are they really going to make a sequel to that trash? No offense to the directors. No offense to any of that. But I mean, when I.
I sympathize, brother. Yeah, I know. I'm with you, man. I
So
know.
I was like, what? Jamie Lee Curtis? I mean, I'll take Jamie Lee Curtis any day. But how are they going to bring her back? And then it wasn't until a couple months later that they were like, this is going to be a direct sequel to the original. They're getting rid of that whole sister brother storyline. this is going to scrap all the sequels and basically be a continuation of that original movie 40 years later. So,
Yes.
Steven, when you heard that this movie was being announced, what were your thoughts?
Wow. Well, it was kind of like, whoa, okay, what are we gonna do now? Because I still had, the bitter taste of the zombies stuff,
Ooh, yeah, okay.
and I call it stuff with respect. And so I was like, there's got to be something. I'm like, I'm leery. I'm very leery. And then, like you said, when Jamie Lee was announced, that was a whole game changer.
Oh,
And I said, "Oh, okay, she's." And then they now, and here's what got me the most: more than Jamie Lee was John Carpenter
oh,
coming
I
back
guess.
to be executive producer and do the music, man. And I said, "Whoa, okay, John Carpenter is putting his blessing on this new film."
Yeah.
So that really got my attention. That was the equivalent of Kevin Williamson signing on for Scream 5.
Yeah, basically. Yep.
It's what it felt like. It's like this credibility of it's back. And like, okay, now this has got my attention.
Yeah.
And then we find out about the whole modified retcon timeline, and it's a direct sequel, as you just said, to the first film. So we're wiping out Resurrection, we're wiping out Curse, the Thorn, all that stuff's gone. It's all all the window.
Alternate reality. That's it.
Alternate
Gone.
reality completely, yes. And I'm like, okay, so this could be really cool. We're just gonna pretend, in your mind, it's 78 and it's 2018. There's nothing else. What threw me for the loop, and I won't get too far ahead here, but what threw me for the loop is the change of storyline. The bloodline was broken. And I thought that was interesting take. That was a very interesting thing. I won't say much more about it. We'll get into it as we watch the movie. But my first thoughts were nerves after the last three films. Then I got calmed down because Jamie Lee and John Carpenter, they're not going to come back for trash. I
Oh,
just
yeah.
don't believe that. I said, there's no way. There's no reason to.
Even after what Jamie said about Resurrection and how she
Yeah.
just was like, whatever, just do it. I don't want anything to do with this anymore.
Just get me out of here. Yeah, basically, just kill me so I'm done with this thing.
Yep.
And so in my mind, it's H2O. Here's and I know H2O doesn't exist in this timeline, but as far as like my favorite movies, I'm way going off. You gotta reel me in, dude. I'll just keep.
No, you're fine.
I'm
You
going
keep
way off
going.
target here. It's like I'm going out in the bushes. When I think of Halloween, for me personally, as much as I love Halloween 2, which is frankly, one of the creepiest movies I've ever seen.
Oh,
The hospital setting, it's dark. There's like nobody there, and he's just lurking. It's so creepy, dude.
yeah.
That movie is really fun, but I still prefer 78. Then I like to go to H2O,
Okay.
and
Nice.
this is, and then I like to go to 2018
Mhm.
and this current trilogy. That's
Now,
kind of where I'm at.
did H2O, did that ignore Halloween 2? Or did it still followed Halloween
It
2?
was. It was no. It was. If my recollection, and keep me honest, Eric, but I believe my recollection is it was a direct sequel. It was 20 years later, and it was after the events of 78, not the hospital.
I
I
believe.
believe, right? Or am I wrong
I
on
know
that?
they were talking about them being brother and sister in H2O. So
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah.
Yes. No. Yeah. That was intact.
yeah.
Oh, that's right. Well,
So
that's right.
It's a third in the series.
It's the third. You're right. Because
Yeah,
they
okay.
announced the brother and sister was in the second one. So
Yeah.
okay. So thank you for correcting that for me. I misunderstood. So it was 1, 2, H2O. Yeah.
It's
Got
such a
it.
confusing timeline. Look at that. There's three different avenues you could go. That's
Yes.
crazy.
There's
You could
four, isn't
like
there?
like. Is there 4?
Well.
I mean, if you include three, Season of the Witch.
Oh
Oh,
well.
okay.
Right. That's
Yeah.
true. Right.
Yeah, that's true.
But as far as Michael Myers, it's 3, right? Because it's
3 of them, yeah.
zombies. It's
Yeah.
David Gordon Green, and then
It's
all the
zombies,
others.
David Gordon Green, and then that whole 4, 5, and 6.
Hodgepodge. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
4, 5, and 6. Yeah.
4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
Because 4, 5, and 6 acknowledged 1 and 2. Because
Yeah.
remember, it's Jamie Lloyd. It was a relative.
Yeah, Jamie Lloyd was Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter, and
That's it.
Laurie had died in a car accident between
That's right.
2 and 3,
Yes.
2 and 4. Yeah.
2 and
4.
4. Right. Between 2 and 4. Yeah. That's right. So it followed the timeline. So the one that really broke the timeline is Zombie and David Gordon Green, right? That's
Yeah.
the only one that broke the
Yeah.
Essentially,
original timeline. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't care what anybody says, guys. Halloween 4 is a decent movie.
love
I like
Halloween
it.
4. Yep.
It's better than 5 and 6.
It is.
Uh-huh.
I agree, 100%.
with that twist at the end, with Jamie standing there with the knife, with the mask on, the clown mask on.
Bro, it's
Woo!
like his
And Loomis just
entity.
goes crazy.
Yep,
Oh, I
yep, yep.
know. Loomis. I'll
Loomis.
say one thing about 5 and 6. I mean, we could have a whole Halloween stream. It would be amazing, dude. Just talking about the
Oh yeah,
franchise.
oh yeah.
Donald Pleasance was the only. He really was a redeeming factor in 5, and even in
Oh,
6. That was his last movie, before he died. And that scream when he had the thorn symbol
oh,
was. It makes me chill. But even now, I get chills. It's horrible. It's horrific screaming. It really is unsettling
yeah.
when he's screaming like that at the end. It's just I don't know, man. It's like the end of Saw when Lee Winnell
Oh
is just
my
screaming in the
goodness,
room. Isn't that unsettling? Just that
horrifying.
scream?
Yeah,
Blood
yeah,
Ugh,
curdling.
yeah,
blood
yeah.
curdling. That's it, Eric.
Blood
Yeah.
curdling, bone chilling, makes your skin want to crawl off because you feel like you're in
Yes.
that position with him.
Yeah, you do, and you can't
Ooh,
do anything about it. It's like you're stuck. You just can't.
yeah,
And I love it how in Saw when he shuts the door and it's dark and he lets James Wan has the scream keep going. It's
that's
like it
right.
just keeps
Yep,
going.
with the credits a little bit. Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
yes.
yeah.
Oh, dude,
I
I
can't
got
wait to go
chill. I'm
watch that.
not. You can't see them. I'm not
Yeah,
kidding. I got chill bumps, dude.
yeah, yeah,
It gets me, man.
yeah. That's what cinema does. Cinema is powerful, very
Yes, it is.
powerful. Yeah. So Eric, tell us about your whole experience with hearing that. I know you're a huge Halloween fan. When you heard this was being released, what were your thoughts?
Uh, I was confusion. I'm just gonna say confusion because I was aware of um, the Rob Zombie 1 and 2, and then nothing happened, and I was like, and there was everyone saying I didn't particularly like Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 either, but everyone was saying, oh, well, it killed the Halloween franchise. I'm like, there's no way they're gonna let it go. And then I'm gonna be honest, I didn't invest too much into it until I saw a trailer because I
Mm,
heard that Danny McBride and David Gordon Green were writing it. I'm like, okay, Danny McBride is a comedian. He does
I know.
comedy. That's all he
It's
does.
true.
Why is this gonna? And then I saw the trailer, and I'm like, okay, Jamie Lee Curtis is back. That was the only thing I needed to see, quite honestly, because if as far as I know, was John Carpenter involved in H2O? I don't think he was
I
he?
don't think he was.
No,
No.
he was originally going. Jamie said to him and Deborah Hill, saying, "Hey, like let's do this thing," and because of creative differences, again, they just dropped
Hmm.
out, and then Kevin Williamson jumped in. So
Kevin
So,
Williamson jumped in. That's right.
yeah,
well,
yeah,
I loved H2O.
hmm
So I'm like, and then obviously with Resurrection, Jamie Lee Curtis left because of Resurrection. And
hmm
then so as soon as I saw her, I'm like, I know she would not be doing this movie unless it was good.
it's true.
And then I saw the trailer, and I saw that they were retconning the brother and sister thing, and I knew that was John Carpenter. One of the things he said he regrets the most about the series is making that. So I'm like, okay, well, they're going back and fixing the things that he thinks was wrong with the movie. So it's got to
Yeah.
be good.
Oh yeah.
And then yeah, I saw it. I saw it in theaters, and I think I only saw it in theaters once. But then since then I've watched it a whole bunch.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
awesome, man. What would you guys do if all of a sudden behind me you saw a white horse just walk up, with
Bro.
Michael's mom just like, come
I,
with me.
I think I'd have to bail on you, man.
yeah,
As much as I love you, but I'm out, man.
about to say, oh, I got really tired all of a sudden. I need to get
Yeah,
out
You
of
hear
here.
that? You hear that?
exactly.
You hear that slow love hurts. That whole thing
Love
going on.
hurts.
One thing
Yeah,
I
man.
will say, I do
Uh,
appreciate. But one thing that I think makes John Carpenter's original so good is the suspense element.
Oh,
It's a masterclass in suspense.
well, even when we were watching it the other day, I mean, a couple weeks ago, man. I mean, I still, to this day, my heart pounds at that climax. It's so
It,
intense.
it really does.
oh yeah.
With Rob Zombies, I don't think he was going for a suspense as much as he was going for brutality, which is what he
Mm,
does in all of his movies.
yep.
Yes.
And I appreciate that. I
Mm.
recognize that it was not, and it can't be. He can't just remake John Carpenter's movie, or else people are going to look at it. And like I said, making a remake is a catch 22. You either make it shot for shot and people complain, or you try to make it your own and do something different, and then people complain that it's not the original. You can't win.
I
Mm-hmm.
But
know.
he was going for the brutality like he always does, and I enjoyed a little bit of that. Like when I saw, and it's in Halloween one, Rob Zombie's Halloween one, when you see oh god, what's her name, Harris.
Danielle Harris.
When
Yeah,
you see
Harris. Yep.
Daniel Harris's
Hmm.
character
Yeah,
running out of the door, and you just see him open the door, and he's moving so fast, which is something you never saw
Right.
Michael Myers do. He's
Yeah.
moving so fast and grabs her and pulls her back in. That moment just filled me with dread.
Ooh.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my gosh.
And when she's screaming on the floor, Laurie finds her naked and she's
Mm.
just like all cut up. Oh my! That's I have to say,
Yeah,
Danielle Harris was probably the best things in those two movies. Like the things that I probably
agreed.
enjoyed is Danielle Harris. I remember seeing that scene and like I felt just like total just like horror inside
And
of me.
and the second one went because I also love that Brad Dourif played Sheriff Brackett because
Oh yes,
I
right,
mean
yeah,
it's Chucky. How can you not
yeah,
love Chucky?
yeah. I know, I know, I
Yeah.
know.
And like he gave such a good performance in the second one when he
He
finds
did.
her after she's
Yeah,
attacked. He gave such a good. Oh, it's heartbreaking. Anyways,
yeah,
but yeah, that
yeah,
that was my experience with 2018. Um,
yeah. That's awesome,
I
man.
didn't look too much into it until I saw the trailer. Then I'm like, okay, now I'm definitely on board, and it was everything I wanted it to be.
Yeah, I remember like
It's
when
awesome.
the trailer was first released, I was working at a flotation like sensory deprivation. You guys ever heard of that?
Mm-hmm.
I was working at a flotation therapy place helping to manage it for a couple of years, and I remember I was on shift and I just put somebody into their treatment and I got the alert that Halloween 2018 new trailer just dropped. And I remember going and locking myself in the back closet just to watch this 2 minute trailer. And I came out like so just relieved because at first I had a little bit of hesitation with it. A lot of modern stuff has disappointed me so many
Mm-hmm.
times. But when I saw the trailer and I saw Jamie Lee Curtis and the role that she was going to be playing, like this hurt woman full of trauma that was going to just totally like, you know, go kick ass and just go get Michael, like I was like, okay, this is an interesting take right now. This is something new. This is something different. And I was excited to see how it played out. And easy to say, I was very satisfied with it. So
Mm-hmm.
Just want to say,
absolutely.
Aiden, that is correct. He did stomp a guy's face in, but we gotta remember, Michael Myers in this one does too.
Oh, that's right. As we'll see. As we'll see.
Yep.
Now, anybody in the chat who's watching right now, if this is anybody's first time watching, let's refrain from posting any spoilers in the chat because I know we do have a couple people
Mm-hmm.
that have not seen this before. Let's just quickly see who's in the chat, and then I say we jump right into it. In the
Yeah, do it.
meantime, guys, while I'm doing this, if you have your streaming copy, DVD copy, Blu-ray copy, whatever copy you're gonna watch, get it ready now because we have our watch party. So the three of us are all set, but we want to make sure you guys are all set to watch along. All right. All right. Who do we got? Who do we got? We got Jacqueline in the house. What's going on? Jacqueline's always here to support. We got Ethan Doyle, always here to support. Love it. Aiden, which you were just chatting with. What's up, Aiden? Thanks for coming in. Bob Hunt. Here we go. Bob Hunt is in the house. Let's
What's up,
do it,
Bob?
boys. What's up?
Yeah, I've seen you around on Instagram recently, Bob.
Yep, that's awesome. And for her first viewing tonight, we have Jen Werner in the chat. She's going to watch along with us. She has never seen this movie,
You're in
and
for a
Woohoo!
treat.
I can't wait, Jen, to see what you think about it afterwards, for sure. We
Hey, Jack, can I just ask real quick also for everyone? I don't think this is the case, but is there anyone here who's not seen it other than Jen? Do we have any of the first timers tonight?
I like briefly saw somebody commented it. Someone I'm trying to find the comment, but just in case, comment below. Because I mean, as with any watch party, you should never post spoilers in the chat. But I just want to make sure. So we got
I'm just
Elaine in the house.
curious.
Yeah, no, I am too. I am too, man. I mean, it's so funny because Halloween, this like new requel trilogy, is such a high talking point for us modern horror fans.
Mhm.
And I come to find like even some of the friends I was talking with last week who are big horror fans are like, yeah, we haven't seen the new ones. I said, you haven't seen these new ones yet? You got to get on that. Come on.
I
For
feel like
real.
there was a period there where like mainstream horror movies were just awful, so I think that put a lot of people off. and
That's true.
they
Agreed.
haven't realized the resurgence that's happening with a lot of good horror movies coming out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, hey man, that's just like me. I mean, I've been disappointed so many times. I even stopped watching film for 2 whole years. I didn't watch
Wow.
one movie because I was just so disgusted with the way that the industry was going and the lack of creativity. And if I did
Yeah.
watch a movie, it was an old film that I'd seen before that I loved,
hmm
unfortunately. But yeah,
hmm
awesome. And we got Austin in the house. What's up, Austin? Thanks
Hey,
for coming,
Austin.
my friend. So, for those of you guys that are watching in the very near future, the replay right now, if you want to skip the whole watch party and you don't want to watch along with us in the replay, I'm going to put a timestamp in the description below for you to watch our after discussion talking about the movie, talking about uh, Halloween Kills and what we think is going to happen in Halloween Ends. I mean, we're just going to cover this whole David Gordon Green trilogy and, chat about our theories. So, sound good, guys?
Sounds great.
Sounds great.
Loving it.
All
Got to
right.
grab my
So,
popcorn.
yeah, you got your
Yep.
popcorn. I'm
Get your
going to pull up
popcorn.
the
I got a
watch
few
party
Ritz
link.
crackers in the area. I may
Oh,
chomp on every now and then. A little Ritz cracker. Can't go wrong with a Ritz cracker.
like a little
I'm more of a
mouse eating a
club
Ritz
man
cracker.
myself. Club
Yeah.
crackers.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Club crackers, very underrated. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If you guys see my stop cam, like I put the stop cam on for a second, I'm probably running to go grab a snack for the movie. So
No worries, man. Same here.
sweet. All right, you guys got the watch party link all pulled up?
Got it ready. I'm in.
All good.
All right. Everybody in the chat, I'm gonna do a countdown. If you guys got your DVD copies or whatever copies ready, countdown. When I say go, we all hit play. All right. Okay. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go find the boogeyman and let's take him down.
Yeah.
Alrighty. We're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. You guys seeing what I'm seeing?
I see the blue planet.
Oh, the
Yes.
beautiful planet that we live on.
Yes, indeed.
And did Universal do the other movies? Do you know if
Yep.
they did? They
They
did.
distribute them.
Okay.
Yep, they do. They have.
Wow. All right.
Jack, remember when we were talking to the original?
Yeah.
If you look at the pumpkin in this one during the title sequence, you'll see
Mhm.
the right eye is Michael
Yes.
Myers and the nose is his knife.
Yes.
They made it a lot more
Ooh.
clear in this one.
Okay.
And once you
okay.
see it, you can never unsee it. Once you see it.
Whoa.
Exactly.
When
I
he told me
love
that,
the
I was blown
music.
away.
Even this ominous music right now
Oh yeah.
is amazing. And you don't ever hear music over the Universal logo. That never happens this early.
Oh yeah. I always loved Blumhouse's logos too. I like with the little
Mhm.
ghost girl. It's awesome.
Oh,
Thanks,
there
Austin,
you
for
go.
the $5 super chat. God bless. I
There
hope
you
that
go,
comes back
Austin.
to you in tenfold. Thank you.
Let's show Jack some love, man. Let's get our super chats in tonight. Let's show him some love. This is an awesome thing he's doing here with these watch parties. Okay.
Thanks. You can
You're
hold
welcome.
the clock. They even brought the orange text back, which I loved.
I was going to mention that. It's beautiful. Same font,
Beautiful.
color, and everything.
Gorgeous. Oh my god.
You know, this is reminding me. I'm just going to say what I thought was a high point in Resurrection. Spoiler for Resurrection. When he's walking through the hospital, there's that one inmate who loves serial killers and can
Oh
like
yeah.
rattle off. I really enjoyed that. I don't know
Yeah.
why. This just reminded me
Mhm.
of that. That was
Yeah.
like the high point of it for me.
Yeah.
A little record player action that always makes it a spooky mood.
And it's like old, too. You can tell it's
Yeah.
ancient radio player. I mean,
Yeah.
record player.
The only thing that would make it more creepy is if it was playing Tiptoe Through the Tulips. I think it
Yes.
is.
To the tulips. Ooh.
There's Numus.
Yeah, new miss.
Numis. Smith's Grove, man. Ooh.
What a way to open the film. 50.
50.
Woo. Would you go to interview him, Stephen?
I don't know, man. Maybe through Zoom.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I love how he refers to. He says Dr. Loomis is the only one to see him in the wild, as if he's an animal.
Yeah.
That's true, dude. Very good.
Great
Yep.
touch. Oh, that shot with the checkerboard.
Yes.
Ooh. Oh,
Man.
there's the mental patient.
Yep. No further.
I love how they get you so close to seeing him,
Yep.
but you never do.
Nope. That's it right there.
Got the stab from the, what was it, knitting needle?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Austin, we're at 5 minutes and 22 seconds.
Oh man.
5 minutes, 45 seconds, Austin. Oh, the piano score.
Mm-mm.
Ooh.
Remember him?
Oh, yeah.
The dog's like, I'm out of here.
Poor puppy's like, get me out of here.
This whole scene is just unsettling.
Very.
Dude,
Mm.
what an opening.
I love it. Judy Greer, man.
Oh,
I love
man.
Judy.
I remember when I saw this pumpkin opening, I was so happy. I was like, they did it. They finally did it again.
Yes. I mean, David Gordon Green has a lot of respect for the original. He
Yeah.
in Carpenter, he really does.
Yeah.
Kind of like Radio Silence and the respect for Wes. It's very similar, I think.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And like the idea of the pumpkin, blowing back up of like evil is arising again after it's been dead
Yes.
so many years.
That's right.
Wow. You're right,
And the
Eric.
opening to okay.
The
I
knife.
was
The knife. Yeah. There it is.
yep. Uh
What were you saying, Stephen? The opening what?
oh no, I was just gonna say the opening to Kills is equally amazing. But the way it's
Oh.
done, the pumpkin, it all makes sense with
Yeah. Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
fire and all. It's so good.
Yep. Eric was saying it's the townspeople, right? We were chatting about that, Eric, about it like it's symbolizing the townspeople
I think
or
so.
something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, or was that Destin? I
Hmm.
don't know. It's one of you guys.
See,
Yeah.
you see how it's zooming in on it, so you can see
Yeah,
that it's Michael.
looks like the side profile of the
Oh,
mask. Yep.
yes.
Whoa.
Wow.
Here we go.
Yes. And
That the logo, that the same font again.
it is. Let's love it.
I love the framing of the true crime podcasters because that's such a
Uh-huh.
huge deal now.
Hmm. Money
I'd take
talks.
it. I'd take it. Yep.
But I love that she gives it to Allison.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, the house.
That's what I'm talking about. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Heck
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I love the last one on the
I
corner.
don't think, dude. I don't blame her, man. There, look at her. Wow. The legend.
Yep. There she is. Oh, I love that. Simple, straight to the point. You should.
Hmm.
Oh, dude, I would have thrown him right out of my house if they said that to me.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
Oh my gosh. This poor woman.
This guy just wants to be famous or something,
Yeah.
man. He don't care about her.
No, he doesn't
Disgusting.
at all.
So I'm
Good,
talking about.
good for
Oh
you,
yeah,
Lori.
girl.
Yep.
Ray.
Oh, Karen,
Yeah.
Allison. I love Andy Matichak, man.
Me too. Lonnie.
Lonnie reference.
There
Forgot.
we
I
go. I
forgot
didn't
about
notice.
that.
I never
No.
noticed that.
On my penis.
Oh, yeah. Peanut butter.
That's the weirdest line in the movie. Got peanut butter on my penis.
It's so weird, man.
Gosh. No doubt. Ooh.
That's her actual dad, right?
Is
Right,
it?
Ray is. I think so. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm about to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. She calls him dad, but I always looked at it as like that was like her stepfather or something like that.
I thought it was stepfather.
That's what I thought, but who knows, man?
Could be wrong. Yeah, I could be wrong on that too.
I'd bet my money Carpenter had something to do with that line. You better
Prob-
say this in the movie.
Could be. Dude, you have no clue, man.
Total classic stoner character.
Yeah. Clearly, he's never experienced trauma in his life.
Nope.
Oh. Oh boy, here's this guy.
Yeah. I loved her rocking the Clyde outfit in Kills.
Oh yeah, the
Hmm.
gender bent Bonnie and
Yeah.
Clyde was on point. I
It's awesome.
love, I love him.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh gosh.
From what I found, that is not her real dad.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Oh,
So was a stepfather then
yeah.
figure.
Oh, the classroom.
Oh yes. Throwback to
Classroom,
'78.
dude.
I love that.
Oh, oh,
Ah, it's so cool.
so cool.
People who've never seen '78 just don't. They miss all of these Easter eggs.
Yep. I love that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Dude, if she was my grandma, she'd be like the coolest grandma ever.
Oh yeah.
That's a real mother's love right there. Yep,
Yeah, it is. Sacrificial man.
yep.
Oh.
Like a beast.
I could hang out with Laurie Strode,
Oh,
bro. I
heck
could totally
yeah.
hang with her, man. This would be. I'd have my gun out there with her. We could shoot. We could
Yep,
shoot
yep, yep.
targets.
Hey,
I have
I'll
that
join you.
same lever action rifle she
Yep.
shot.
Nice, man.
The ranges out here are interesting because it's just like open desert with big cacti around.
That's
So
cool, man.
interesting. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Hmm.
You know, they got Loomis better in kills than the voice in this. That was my one critique in the theaters. I was like, this doesn't sound like Loomis.
Yeah, yeah.
Update: Ray is her real dad.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
okay. Well,
According
there we
to the
go.
according to the Halloween
Thanks,
movie
Eric.
fandom, that's her real dad.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, it's good
Oof.
music, Ethan. I agree.
Ah, my God, look at her. It's amazing. I
I
remember
shot him
shedding a tear.
6 times.
Yeah, I remember shedding a tear when this scene happened. Just like you
Oh,
feel her pain.
it's true. The music is really good.
How can it not be with a score coming from John Carpenter?
Ah, not right.
Jesus, man.
Good point.
You know why I think I like this one better than Kills? I think I like the build up more. Kills was just like go go go, which is his purpose. You know, that's
Right.
it. That's
It's
what
the
it was
middle
supposed to
of the
be.
story. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. You cannot critique it for that. I anybody that critiques it for that is you don't understand that this was a
Yeah, yeah.
continuation and it's. But
It's
this
true.
movie, the build up is so real and good. Oh,
You could almost say this movie is the whole build up to kills.
that's true.
Like because it's
Yeah.
getting us to that night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. Oh,
Wow.
the shadow.
Another
Oh,
Lonnie reference.
yep. Here we go. Selling Ray peyote. Hey, you got that in Texas, Steven. Growing in the bush. Is that what you're eating right now? I'm kidding.
No,
I'm kidding.
just a cracker, I promise.
Sure.
Sure,
So you weren't
special
friends with
crackers.
Lonnie. You weren't friends with Lonnie. See, even Ray seems like a cool dude. I'd hang out with him.
He does.
I want to talk more about him after. I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Allison's so happy to see her.
Yeah.
He looks a little intimidated by Laurie, as he should be.
Yep.
Yep. He knows Laurie will kick his, you know what.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man.
Oh, dude, slow down. Oh my gosh. Ooh.
Oh, that's mean.
Man.
Yeah. Oh, here it comes. There's that music in the back.
Yep. Yep. Goosebumps.
Man.
Necessary's like she's being a total Karen.
Oh, nice. Karen, just being a
Good one.
Karen.
Good
Oh
one.
no. You don't hate to say it, Karen. You're very happy
no.
to say it.
Yeah, I'm a little, I'm not a fan of Karen at this point in time. At this point in
Right.
time.
Right. She grows on you a bit.
She does.
Takes a while.
By the way,
she gets
everybody in the
It
chat right
does.
now, if you've been to these live streams, these watch parties especially, you know that I have a hard time keeping up with the chat. So if you have any important questions, you just save them for afterwards, or you could send in a super chat and I get an alert for it. But if I don't read your comment right now, save it for after the movie, all right?
Stella, you're absolutely right. Stella G, you're absolutely right. 100%. Yep.
Oh, I love this flashback.
Hi, Eclipse Studios. Welcome. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome, Eclipse. Eclipse, if you want to watch along with us, we're at 27 minutes and 35 seconds.
Oh, but you can be kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kindness goes a long way.
Yeah.
Oh. This is one of my favorite sequences from this movie. Oh my gosh.
This kid's voice sounds like he's like a heavy smoker.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
does. Imagine what it'll sound like when he's in his 20s.
Yeah. How haunting is that sight?
Very. Dude, just drive. Call the police and drive.
Yep. Oh my goodness.
Mm-mm.
That's what I was telling you before, Jack, in the last one. Innocents must suffer.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Hey.
Yep. Necessary. It cracks me up. Give me some camel, unfiltered. That just got cracked me up. Dude, I love it. Necessary. That's all he wants for his birthday.
Yeah, yeah.
Ethan, are you talking about the dad? Because the kid is smart enough to take a gun.
Hey, look at him. Look at this rifle.
that kid,
Yeah,
that kid's
shotgun.
like, I ain't going out there without one.
Yeah, yep, yep, yep.
That's what
I
I'm
don't
talking
think the
about.
dad took one
Hey,
though.
that's it.
I
At
don't
that
think
age,
so.
man.
Yeah, man. Oh,
Oof.
man. Hmm. Ah,
Oh,
dadgummit. Man.
That's why you talk before you come out.
Yes.
that didn't really look like a shotgun blast, you know?
It wasn't. It was a
Interesting.
rifle.
Oh, it was a rifle. A rifle.
Yeah, I
Okay.
thought it was a shotgun at first, but it was a rifle. It
Yeah.
ended up being a rifle. Yeah. Oh,
Oof.
man.
No one is safe.
I couldn't
Nope.
believe they did that. It's like it's become more okay as like we've gotten into modern age.
Yeah.
It's just still. Oof.
Still, yeah, I
Well,
was really young, man.
Yeah,
yeah, there is
yeah,
a cutoff, and we
yeah,
see it later. Like there's
Mm-hmm.
someone he leaves
yeah,
alone.
yeah. That's true.
There he
Oh, I love
is.
this dude. Yeah, I love him.
Hey, necessary. That was his neck crunching. Yes. It's like Tara's ankle when it was crushed in Scream
Jeez.
5.
Oh, the brutality in that scene just
Mm,
still gets me.
me too. Hawkins.
Oh,
There's his
Man.
dad.
Uh, shape. Oh, crud.
oh,
Halloween.
here she is.
Hmm.
archive footage. Yes.
And
I can hear that scream, Michael.
yes.
Jesus. Oh, look at that. I
Oh,
told you I cannot watch her scene in Kills. The old couple, her.
oh, the
Yeah,
old
I cannot
couple.
watch it. Nope.
Talking
No.
about brutality, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna need somebody to join me for that watch party because like there were 3 or 4 times that I have to step away from the camera because I can't do it, man.
Hey, man. If you need anybody, let you just ring my phone.
Okay.
Sign me
Okay.
up.
All right. Babysitter Murders. That was the original
The
name.
original name. That's
Yeah,
so
dude. I
cool.
never caught that before.
No.
So cool.
Love it. Yeah. You probably should. Mm, man.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Such a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
That mask.
I know. I could not have that. I would not have that in my car, in my house,
Oh, you see him
anywhere.
in the background? Like him just
Oh,
walking in the background.
I've got 2 Michael Myers masks.
nice.
Yeah, I've got the 2018, and I've got Curse.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
That's awesome. It's a peace sign. Hey. That's like me when I say hi to people, just like that, and they're like, "What the heck is this guy doing to me?" Did he just give me the peace sign?
yeah.
There he is. You see him killing the guy?
Yep, yep, yep.
Man,
Just those tiny glimpses.
tiny.
Beautiful attention to detail.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oop.
Yeah.
And that's like me
Typical.
too, in a public bathroom, just like.
And the restroom at a gas station, that's like the worst
Oh,
possible scenario.
oh, that's like hell on earth.
It is. I got a tip for you on a road trip. Go to a
Yeah.
hospital.
Oh.
Cleanest bathrooms you'll ever find in hospitals. They constantly clean
Okay.
them. Just
Wow.
a
Okay.
just a tip. Go into the lobby and find the first bathroom you see.
You got it. You got it.
Just,
Oh, this
mm-mm.
scene. How you doing, Jen? You enjoying this?
Just trying to have a couple of minutes apiece. Oh man. Hey Maverick, thanks for stopping in, man.
Welcome, Maverick. Ooh. Now, where
Mm-mm-mm.
did all his teeth go?
I wonder. Uh,
I don't know why, but I just wanted to quote Mickey from Scream 2. Now, who's doing that?
Yeah.
now who's doing that? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. oh
Oh
man.
man. He took his jumpsuit, his pants. It's like,
He
Hmm.
did. Oh, this scene. Oh, oh my gosh. Yeah, that's what's gonna. Yeah, there you go. Oh,
the little ticking score in the background.
oh, and she's got her rubbing her hands everywhere on that nasty
Oof.
floor.
Man, I wouldn't care about that either.
Yeah, at that point you don't. You don't. It
Um,
didn't matter. Long shower later,
Oh,
you just hope you get a later.
right? Dude, really? Go!
I know, I
Just
know.
get
Yeah,
up and go.
You could have made it.
like you have a limited opportunity here.
Yeah, you got a tiny window. You can't save him. Just run.
I mean, I'll give it to Aaron
Stop.
for trying.
Come on. She had her chance, dude.
Yep. That's one of
Ugh.
those moments in horror movies where you're like, why did you not take that opportunity?
It's fright or flight. They say
Yep.
you either clam
Oh,
up and freeze or you
Yep.
run.
this
I'm
shot.
a runner. Oh, I know. Oh,
This is the. Oh,
Yes.
the money shot. The
Oh
money shot.
man, dude. All in the breathing.
Jesus. See, I'm a runner. I'm not a fighter. I'm like, I'm like a
Hmm.
gazelle when I run. That's it.
Just
I'm out of
go.
here.
Shape is back. That's right,
Right,
Ethan.
Ethan. Shape is back and better than ever.
Oh, it's so good.
That's
I
so good.
love this.
I have to get one of those in my next house.
Me too.
Right?
Me too. Like a doomsday bunker.
Yeah.
You'd be
Love it.
surprised at how many people out here in Arizona have doomsday bunkers in their
Yeah.
backyard. It's crazy.
I either want one of those or I want the halls, the secret tunnels from Scream
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. There
Yep.
you go.
Yep.
That works too.
Excuse me. I would hope so. Your door's standing wide open.
I know.
Like, I get that your mom took it too far, but I mean, at least lock your door.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
I love this part.
Oh my gosh.
Laurie's in full fight mode now. Oh, You know, I used to be just like Karen. I mean, I still am that way, like positive vibes, beautiful world, beautiful future, but like the more stuff you hear about this world, man, I mean, you have to be able to protect yourself. So I
Got
empathize
to.
with so much. I do. As I got older and the more I see, you need to.
Yep. You
Like you
know,
got to you got to be both Karen and Lori. Like you got to
Like a
have the
blend,
love
a
and
blend.
understanding, but
Yeah.
you
right.
got to be prepared.
Yeah, beautifully stated.
It goes back to the old saying: "Is you hope for the best, prepare for the worst."
Yes.
That's what it is.
There's a song lyric that says, I will be peaceful, but I keep my knife at my side, you know? Because if you got to defend yourself, that's your right. So,
Yes, it's your absolute right.
yeah. And I like how they did that in this movie. It's like the two balances. There's Lori and then
Hmm.
there's Karen, and they teeter back and forth. So
Yes.
good.
You notice how they keep referring to him like it's
Yeah.
an it, as an
Yes. Yep.
thing. Not, and I love that because it's that
Ah.
non-human side of him.
Oh yeah.
There's something I
Hawkins was such a
didn't
great
like.
addition to this movie. What were we saying?
There's something I didn't like between this one and Kills is that in this one it seems like they only talk about one person escaping from the
Oh,
bus.
I
And then
True.
we
gotcha.
get the kills and it's like, "Oh no, I was actually
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, this is this
oh
is
the
this
one take."
this is my favorite sequence of the movie.
Yeah, this whole thing is a one take.
You get ready, Jen. Buckle up.
Buckle up. Let's go. As Stu would say, get it
Yeah.
up.
Get it up.
Just give me something to work with. Oh no.
Yeah.
Something about a hammer. I just
I
can't.
know. I know.
Mm-mm.
I
And
know.
the sound it makes.
Hmm.
Yes.
This was such an homage to Halloween 2 when he's walking down the alleyway right before that woman's house in the opening. Yeah.
Making a sandwich, just like
Yep.
Halloween 2.
Yep.
Dang it.
You see what I mean though by like this one is not as gruesome as Kills?
Right.
Yeah.
Agreed.
James,
Oh.
James Jude Courtney got the movements down though.
Ah.
Like
Oh yeah.
he got the just
Even there, the way he just turned to go
mhm.
down the hall.
Oh, this.
And this is in the movie where I was like, please don't, like just
Yep.
please don't.
I would have walked out.
Oh, I would have, I would have too.
See, I love that. He just keeps squawking. Like, nope,
Yep.
not a threat.
He's like, not even for me.
Yep.
I have standards to uphold.
Yeah. If the Oscars like gave some attention to horror, this dude should win an Oscar for literally copying almost exactly the performance of Nick Castle,
Yep.
like to a T.
I definitely think he's the best Michael Myers
Oh yeah.
since Castle, for
Yep.
sure. Necessary says, am I the only one that doesn't
Oh
use
yeah,
a
they are.
ginormous knife to make a sandwich?
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Yep,
Oh,
here
yeah.
we go.
Yep.
Oh, there they are. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
Bro, I know Kills so well, and I've only seen this once, so I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
You
yeah,
forgot
here
about
they
it.
are.
I
Yeah,
love it. I love
this
it.
is so good. I'm already enjoying this like 1,000 times more than the first time I watched it,
Oh, good, good.
and I liked it then.
Yes, you are necessary. I used an entire 8-inch chef's knife to make a
Yeah.
sandwich too.
That's some
Peanut butter.
jelly.
Got to spread it just right.
I don't know why, but I absolutely
that.
I love in these scenes where you see them in the sides. Like they're
Mhm.
not the main focus, but you know they're there because like you'll see it
Yeah.
right here.
Yep.
Like after he
Yes.
leaves, and it's just like
And the shadow right here, which we're about to see.
yeah, you'll
Haunting.
actually see him, and it's the same way. Yeah, right there. Like you see him.
Woo!
Whoa,
It's the
man.
same way in the new Texas Chainsaw when he's going to get on the bus.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like
Yep,
you actually see him. I'm like, oh god, I don't know why that little flare. Just
it's great, man.
This is messed up.
Oh.
like the brutality after he's
Oh.
like after he stabs her, the way he just like throws
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just discards you like you're nothing. Yeah, no Tommy in this one. We get Tommy and kills.
That's right, we do. Tommy Doyle.
It's your new countdown music, Jack.
Dude, I was gonna say when your new countdown music, I was like jamming out to it yesterday before the stream. That
Yeah,
piano
man.
solo, woo!
Uh,
Oh, Cameron.
The Atticus fam.
I love Julie.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh,
I love this too.
man. Man.
oh.
Oh, the Frankenstein DJ table. Gotta love it.
Yeah. I remember my high school dances. Ah. Ugh. Good night, Jen. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah. Take care, Jen.
When you finish the movie, let me know what you think, okay?
In his favor, she pulled him in. Like,
Eric, careful now. He go,
I,
he go
I
get
don't.
some.
I'm not saying it was. I'm not.
He was involved.
He was involved, but he didn't initiate, and he
It's
didn't continue it.
true. It's true.
He didn't even say he enjoyed it after she pulled away. He's like, "That was now this is a dick move.
Yeah, that's see. You're just.
Just
That's
the
like
growth
nacho
of bone.
cheese."
Oh, come on now. Yeah. At that point, I was like, girl, just. She's doing the right thing about walking away.
And it's always like the good people that stuff like that happens to, you know?
Hmm.
Right.
Can't take it.
Man, she's got her scanner on. She is on the hunt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Cameron was a jerk there, Stella. I have no doubt about it. My opinion of him changes slightly after seeing
Yeah.
kills.
Just slightly.
Just a little bit. Just not all the way, just a little bit. Julie. Oh, Julie. I think it's Julie, right? Yes, Julie.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. Dead gummit. I, it got me, dang it.
A little horsey.
Yeah, it just got me.
Oh
Ugh.
man.
Ethan says it's Vicky. It's Vicky? Okay, Vicky.
It is Vicky. That's it.
Vicky, not
It is
Julie.
Vicky.
Thank you guys.
That's it.
Thank
Yes,
you.
it is Vicky. Yes.
Julian is the boy.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What is that
Oh.
supposed to mean?
I I don't think I want to know what that means.
I don't know either.
I don't know. That's not an
It
expression
does.
I'm familiar with.
It doesn't sound comfortable. Is all I
Just
know.
doesn't sound very entertaining. Well, watch out for teeth.
I love how she's concerned about Julian.
Yeah,
Like she's a good babysitter.
Vicky, you mean
I
Vicky?
agree.
Oh,
Vicky.
Julian. That's
Yeah,
the kid's
Julian's the
name.
boy, right? That's the little
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh heck no. Mm-mm. Shut up, Dave. All right, Jordan. Take care, buddy. Wish you could watch it with us too, bud. Take care, man.
See you later, Jordan.
I I like how he likes Vicky so much. He's like, send Dave first.
Said, I know it's great. He's got him a big old crush on his babysitter.
This isn't funny though.
No, it's not. Oh,
Oh my god.
oh my gosh! It's like sleepaway camp.
Yeah.
From what I understand, a lot of Julian's lines were improvised.
Oh
Oh,
wow,
really?
he's got some little comedic talent.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, dude, this guy. Some people just have that look like that they're just gonna get toasted. Oh, another throwback, another callback.
Oh man. That's my favorite shot in the original. With the
Yes,
clothesline, yeah.
so awesome. Love it.
That score is so beautiful.
Changes keys. I love it when he goes down.
I was gonna open up the stream with pulling out the little keyboard that we have and playing a little boom 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 boom.
Oh, nice.
Just like going through someone else's stuff.
Yep,
Typical stoner move.
totally.
Ah,
Oh my gosh, man.
Why wouldn't you look to turn off the light first? Is all I'm wondering.
I leave it on. Yeah. Oh shoot.
ooh.
Oh, or say it that way.
Oh man.
Go. Just don't. Oh, for crying out
Woo!
loud. Go!
I always hated that.
Have you ever done that? I've fallen
Oh,
like
I've
that so many
I've done
times.
it
You
I
before.
slipped?
sucked. Yeah.
Yeah, especially with socks. Again, those floors can be slick.
Oh yeah.
Dude, you gonna get killed?
Oh God, that
And
sound of
oh, oh, oh,
the head tilt.
Yeah.
head tilt.
Where do you guys stand on the theory that Hawkins and Laurie were married at some point?
That would be interesting.
It's
Hey,
yeah, I would say interesting. I don't know. You'd think there'd be some type of
like mention of it.
Maybe like
mention.
their relationship though when they meet here, it's like you can tell
Mm-hmm.
this isn't the first time they've interacted.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
some people even theorize that Karen is Hawkins' daughter as well.
Hmm.
That would be a twist. Hey,
It would.
if they do it
I
right.
right. Yeah, and I hope they actually are married and kill. It ends
Oh, how
after coming
cute
out
would
of the
that be?
hospital. You know.
How cute. I would
Yep.
love to see Ben Tramer in the new one, but like Laurie's kind of grown past that. You know what I mean? Like have them
Mm-hmm.
be friends, but like I want her with
What
Hawkins.
what if Ben
Yeah.
Tramer is one of the exes?
Oh yeah. Hey,
That could. There you go.
Because she's
good
had
good
two failed
point.
Just
marriages.
two failed
Yep,
marriages. That's right.
good point.
Hey, Destin, welcome to the stream, buddy.
What's up,
Oh,
Destin?
what's up, Destin?
Where are we at here? We're at the 1 hour and basically let's go 1 hour and 50 seconds by the time you get
Yeah.
this.
I guess we're stopping at the destination station before we finish up here at Haddonfield.
I
Oh, the season of the witch masks. I love that.
love it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Oh, those are the kids from the second
Yeah.
Hmm.
or from Kills rather.
Let's see.
This is where we get Nick Castle back.
Mhm.
Oh, this is the start. This is him. Okay.
When she sees him, the reflection in the mirror, that's Nick
Yeah.
Castle.
No, it's
I
great.
love this callback to the original. This one right here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the ghost, the sheet. Yes.
Oh my goodness. The pumpkin in the fish tank.
Mm.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh my
Oh, that little
god.
score, that John Carpenter score in the background.
Oh,
There he is, the
yeah. There he
OG.
is. Nick Castle. Go. Go get.
They always waste their bullets.
I know. I don't shoot the wall.
I know.
But you got to think about if you
Oh.
take into account what Hawkins went through in '78 that we
Yeah,
learned
that's
about
true.
in Halloween Kills.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes. Good point.
Like
Ugh.
he's got to still be
10
traumatized
31
from that.
18. His tattoo said 10 31 18. Love that.
Yeah, he got it to commemorate it because
That's right.
tonight was the night.
Oh my gosh.
See, this is the right here their interaction.
Oh.
Like
Oh.
Frank.
like a first name basis with cops.
Oh,
Yeah. They definitely, yeah, no doubt about it. They know each other for sure.
Yeah.
That's right, Destin. Get it up. That's it, man.
Love
Let's go, Cravenites. Let's go, guys. Let's do this thing. Stu Crew.
it.
Yeah, Doctor.
And that's the
Yeah.
difference between you and Loomis. Loomis came and was like, he's gonna be here. I know where he's going.
He
Oh yeah.
knows. That's right.
I do like how they casted the doctor in this movie that has a very similar vocal dialect that
Mm-hmm.
Loomis did. A little bit of that accent.
I love
Yep.
Barker's character,
Yeah.
like Marshall Barker. I'm so sad we didn't get more of him. The Loomis.
The Newmas.
He's in love.
Yeah.
Wow. He's got a little crush. That's the million
He looks
dollar
like Albert
question.
Einstein.
He
Yeah, yeah.
does.
Do you see that?
Yep.
Sorry, I'd say that. Hmm. So I'm talking about.
I love Hawkins.
Me too.
I hope they don't kill him off in ends.
I
I really
know.
like him. I really like him.
Yeah. What's up, Tori? Welcome.
Horror Tori is in the house.
You're coming in for the third act. It's the perfect time.
We're at 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 15 seconds. If you want to jump in.
Do as I say.
Oh.
Yep.
Oof.
Really? Dude. She's not sending any vibes, dude.
My
No.
God. Yeah.
I just said that she's no
Yeah.
signals there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Straight up. Dude.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
oh, he's still
Wow.
behind him.
You
Funny.
were feeding me guacamole in all these sexy ways.
I love
I don't. It's
guacamole.
just really
Now there's where Danny McBride shines.
Yeah.
true. Yeah, he's not in for small talk, bro.
Oh,
Dude.
So creepy.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And we're coming up to quite possibly my favorite part of the score.
Okay.
oh,
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's called the shape haunt or stalks Allison.
yes. With that
Oh, there
electric
we go.
guitar.
Yeah, they use a violin bow
Oh, is that what it was?
on the electric guitar.
Yeah.
Dude. I don't know if the alcohol helped the pain or not, but
Yeah. Here it comes. Here comes that score.
Yeah, you hear it. Whang!
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, God, it's beautiful.
Best score
wow.
of the movie. Ooh.
Yeah, they made that
Mm.
sound by running a violin bow across an electric guitar.
Whoa.
Nice.
Like the bass sounds like a heart pumping.
Ah, like I said,
It
I've only
does.
seen this twice when it was in theaters, and still, it's been since 2018. What, 4 years? Is it
Mm-hmm.
4 years or 5 years? Whatever. Um, I still always think of this score. That's how much it stood out for me.
Yeah. That'd be great to edit videos with that playing.
Yeah. Right.
You know, and you're working on the editing stuff.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I had that on loop when I worked out for like 3 or 4
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
minutes every time.
It's awesome. It's like when grandma talks, y'all better shut up and listen because she
Oh
knows what's
yeah.
Yeah, I was
up.
about to say
She's
she
the scream
she
queen.
You ever heard the phrase commanding an audience?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and I love this. I love this juxtaposition too because in '78, Laurie couldn't get anyone to open the door. Like they
Mm-hmm.
all shut their
Oh.
lights off.
That's
This
right.
person Allison ran to, they let her in and they helped protect her.
Nice. Nice parallel. He doesn't need your help. Little Sartain. Oh, Ray.
I love how Karen, like, as much as she hates it, she knows exactly what to do.
She
Oh yeah.
does. She's been trained. Yep. No one's making fun of Grandma anymore, are they?
No.
We can live down here for 3 years. Hopefully, that's enough time.
Yeah. Oof.
Oh, yes.
I love how there's flowers and everything painted on it, and you open it up,
Yeah.
it's just
Look at that collection.
Love it.
they never jam, but you only get
Revolvers
6
never jam.
shots.
That's true.
True. It's true.
Don't give her that look, Ray.
Like,
Hmm.
yeah, you both thought he was crazy, or she was crazy, but
Nope.
look where you end up.
That's right. This starts.
Sartain is just looking like,
Dude.
oh.
Oh yeah.
I know. It's,
This is like the door behind me slowly moving.
ah, oh, man. Man.
Oh,
You son of a gun. Makes me so angry.
I hate that Allison's stuck in there too.
Mm-hmm. It's terrible. Can't get out.
You still got your gun, man. I'd take care of it.
Right?
I'd
take him
make
down with you.
my the last thing I did before I left this earth was make sure it was a little safer.
Yeah. That's it.
Yep. Crazy.
This grosses me out. This part.
I hated this part.
Ugh.
Like when he pops up with a mask on, I was like,
Yeah.
Oh.
it's like you disrespect that thing. You take that
Shows
off
him,
right now.
shows him just how stick he is.
He's just completely nuts. Yeah. Anthony says Sartain's definitely in the cult thorn. You know? If that was still the thing, I would say
Yep.
absolutely right.
Uh-huh.
What if they bring back references to it in ends?
Ooh. Interesting. I don't, man. I don't know.
Oof. Throwing that dirty mask on. Blech.
Oh. Really?
Oh my gosh.
That's what I love that they get wrong about the like everyone gets
Oh.
wrong in this movie
Yeah.
is that there is no connection between the two.
Nope.
Nope.
That guy's a real homicide detective,
Yeah.
and the guy on the left designed the mask.
That's so awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, he's Nelson, I think is his real name. He's an
Yeah.
Oscar winner.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he won an Oscar for special effects for Suicide Squad, I think.
Oh,
But
wow.
yeah,
Got some cameos then. That's cool.
I love
yeah, and
that.
the other
Love
guy, like I
that.
said, homicide detective. He was the oh, what's the term?
A
Dewey.
consultant, advisor.
Yeah, he was a technical advisor, and
Oh, okay.
Ah, that's cool that David put him in.
mhm.
Man. Mm.
Ooh.
Oh, ah, oh, it's so creepy.
To think he could control Michael Myers is
Oh.
craziness. It's the radio tower.
Oh no, it's all coming. It's all
Yeah,
making sense now.
it's all
Yeah.
coming together. Oh no. No radio tower.
So, did you all watch Dead Meat's channel?
Very rarely.
Yeah, somewhat.
They got something on that?
They got something out here in a second.
Okay.
One of them,
Oh, oh,
one of them said in a podcast, they're like, "Wouldn't it have been hilarious if Michael would have looked down and just said something, and then some?"
Yep.
oh, say something. Did something.
He just says something
Yeah.
and
And then kills him. That's all. That would have been
I don't want
great.
to hear. I don't want to hear him speak in ends. Zombie did
Oh,
that,
Yeah.
and it just didn't work.
Right. No, I'm with you.
oh man.
Ray with the yo-yo.
Go back inside.
hmm
Oof.
Oh, it's so creepy.
Oh man. Wow. Ah.
How odd of a job would that be as like a makeup artist to have to make a version
Yeah.
of your own head
Yeah. Yeah.
and like
Hmm.
make a jack o' lantern out of it?
Man.
Here we are. We're here
This
to
is
the
it.
finale.
Buckle up, everybody. Mm. Oh man.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh,
Come on, Lori.
jeez.
Ooh. Oh.
Oh,
He's only got 7 fingers left.
That's right.
that's all he needs.
Yeah.
He only needs two, probably.
Yeah. 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 Squish you like a bug.
Man, this she's got it covered, man.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Poor Ray.
I know. I feel bad for Bray dying like that, man.
Destin's like it's the 3 little pigs and the big bad wolf.
Right.
Quiet.
Right?
Oof.
The music is so good. Mm.
This is probably the most suspenseful part of the movie. It's like
hmm
this
Yeah.
this walk around the house. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
But I love how she's got it set up so when she clears a room, she can
Oh yeah. Oh
just
yeah.
mark it off the list.
Yep.
That's a good callback.
Yeah, yep, the closet.
It is. Yes, it is. Man. Ooh.
So good. Oh my god.
Wow.
First door down.
So awesome.
Poor
So cool.
Allison's having to
Oh,
do a 5K out here just to get to her mom's
Yeah,
or her
yeah.
grandma's house.
yeah, she is. Okay, that's super creepy at night. That
Oof.
would be horrifying at night.
Yep.
Yeah, like I don't know, like use paper targets,
Right? Just
like,
exactly. Just,
and then because
yeah.
she also has them like around her house,
I know.
Hmm.
I know.
and like those things aren't cheap either.
What does Richard say? That's the thing about slashers. There's a blood trail everywhere. Is this one
That's right.
yours?
Exactly.
Maybe it's me, but I would just do that to all the doors anyways, because even if he is in there, then he couldn't get out
Couldn't get out. You trapped
unless
him.
it's
Good point.
unless it's a window, in which case he's
Mm.
going outside the house.
Yeah.
Right. That's right.
See,
Oh heck no!
that's just unnecessary, right?
Yeah.
Just shut it down, man. Just hit the button.
And there's blood all over them.
Oh, there are. It sure is. She's got a mannequin problem. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the name of that
Oh,
fetish? I'm sure there's a name for it.
mannequin fetish. Eric, look it up, man. I
I'm
dare
on
you.
it. I'm on it.
It's got to be a name. Oh,
Oh.
mannequin fetish.
Oh.
Oh,
Agalmatophilia.
there you go.
There you
A,
go.
a
A
galma,
galmatophilia.
a galmatophilia.
Copy and paste it into the comments.
The next time we do a Halloween stream, we should
Yeah.
say, I wonder how Laurie's a gamma patilia or whatever it is. Got his conditions going. No one's going to like, what are y'all talking about?
Yeah. In ends instead of having them all like just like shooting mannequins, she dresses them all up.
I just put it in the chat.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my gosh. Involving sexual attraction to a statue dollar mannequin? Oh no. A gametophilia. A gametophilia.
I
There
love
you
it.
go. It's the word of the day, everyone.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, everyone. Ooh.
Oh, shoot.
That head tilt.
Ah, come on.
Oof.
Man,
Homage.
It's a
it's
good callback.
homage.
Yeah,
It
this is a really
is
good callback.
really cool.
The tables have turned.
Oh, how the turntables.
Yeah.
Oh, Allison. Oh well, let's just all come out to the party.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it, it makes me wonder
Go go.
how if Alice has ever actually been to her house because Karen was taken away from
Hmm.
Laurie when she
When
was
she was
12.
12, yeah, that's
You
right.
said
So
maybe
and
they visited several times, but
Could be like
probably not much.
but I'm wondering if
supervised
Allison
visits
even knew. I'm wondering if Allison even knew about like
Oh, I don't
the
think
hit
underground
so.
and
yeah
all
the
that.
hidden
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I don't think so.
May not have. Ah,
He just picks up anything and he's good with it.
Hmm.
yeah, he is.
Can you imagine the tension you'd be feeling in this situation?
Oh my goodness.
Horrifying. I'd have every gun.
Oh.
I'd have a gun in each hand.
Oh yeah. You go total
And
Ripley on
she's
them.
like, "All right, guess it's time. Like I know how to do this."
Yeah.
Yes.
If I was Allison, I'd be getting one of my own.
I was about to say I'd be telling my daughter, "You get a gun. Go get
Yep.
one now."
Yep.
I love this.
Yep.
Love it.
Ooh.
And like,
Come on.
Oof. Little cast iron action.
Oh, it's right.
I don't care who you are, that hurts.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love that straight up.
Oh. Yep.
The core strength you got to have for that.
I know, right? Come on.
Oh.
Stab him. Some.
Yeah, I was about to say, Allison just goes for it.
Yeah. Get it. There you go. Go. Go Sam Carpenter on him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We need Allison to do that in the next movie.
Oh, ho,
Oh,
ho,
ho, ho,
ho, I
ho.
love it. I love it.
What a
Thing of beauty.
reveal.
Who the one who survives is the one who smells the gas.
Oh.
Little Scream 3 callback.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, buddy. Burn it down. Yeah.
It's like I'm so glad we got a trilogy from it. But even if they ended it with just this, it would have been still a worthy sequel.
It would have
You
been a
know?
beautiful
Absolutely
movie.
agree.
Yeah.
100%. Look at
Oh,
that. Just standing there taking it. Look at it. He just.
That's still
wow.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like
it is. Not even phased by it. What's happening? And what's crazy is that they actually burned the real house, and
Yeah. Isn't that
the
awesome?
owner of the house let him burn it. It's actually burned.
Wow.
I
That's
love that
crazy.
dollhouse of the original Myers house burning too.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. All this just makes me want to watch Kills now.
See,
I
that's the
know.
thing.
I know.
Like
Right
It's
I,
like,
into it.
every time I
let's do a
watch it,
double feature, Jack. We should
Yeah.
have done a double feature.
I know. I
every
know. I
time it ends, I'm
know.
like, well, now I got to start kills.
I
I
know.
know.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then you hear the breath, right?
What a
At,
film.
at the end credits, right? After
Yep.
the credits, you hear the breath.
Hmm.
We can let it play if you want, Jack. It's up
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah. Good background music.
Yeah.
So now, Steven, your second time, my third time. What did you think? Was it better than you remember?
For me, yes.
Yeah.
I liked it the first time,
Yeah.
but I really enjoyed it. And I think because I saw Kills, I know Kills really well,
Yeah.
it
Yeah. Yeah.
enhanced this viewing for me.
Oh, I'm sure.
It really did because I'm like, oh, there's the characters here. It just reminded me of what they're about to get into now
I
after this house
know.
is burning. And
Yep.
so I really enjoyed it, Jack. I enjoyed it
Yeah.
thoroughly, guy, and Eric. I really enjoyed watching the second time.
Right
And
Yeah.
now, Tommy Doyle's at the bar. He's about to give his little
yeah,
speech. Yep.
yes,
It was good. Yep.
Lindsay and Tommy, the nurse Nancy, right?
Yeah.
They're all Lonnie, right?
Yep. Yep.
They're all at the bar at this same time, which
So
is just
cool.
crazy.
Yep.
Double
It's like it's
featured, dang it.
That's it. It's like this is a movie where you have to kind of like when the next one is out and like you're gonna binge the Halloween movies again. This is one that you have to watch. Like they're one film
Yeah,
essentially. They're one
Hmm.
film. That's really what it is.
it
And I
is.
think that's what a lot of people like misunderstood from it was that this was never supposed to be a conclusive chapter. Kills was never supposed to be conclusive. It was supposed to
No,
leave the open end for the big final showdown
Well,
in
see, that's the
ends.
thing, though. The difference between this and kills is this could be conclusive.
it,
If they,
it
you said it
could.
It
yourself,
could
if they stopped right here, you got a full movie. With kills, it isn't
absolutely,
that way.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Like that. That's
yeah,
what I think. Even in all of them,
yeah,
they
yeah,
all of the other Halloweens, there was a conclusion. It might have not. It might have been like a temporary conclusion, but there was some sort of conclusion. Whereas kills, it feels like they had one big movie with kills and ends, and they're just like, all right, let's
Yes.
pause it here.
Right.
yeah, yeah. And you knew it was going to be the case because they announced the two films together.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for example, if hypothetically, say Scream 6 is in production and we get all of a sudden like Scream 6 is in production, but not only that, it's confirmed there's a seventh movie coming. I would automatically go into Scream 6 expecting that with
Like
Kills.
almost like a cliffhanger in
Yeah.
six.
Well, see,
Yeah.
the difference is like Scream, or Scream can always be new characters.
Right.
You have a
Yeah.
Ghostface,
True.
like Ghostface is always someone new. With I don't think that works. I think it works better in Scream because yeah,
Yeah.
there's going to be seven, but that doesn't mean
Yeah.
Sydney's going to survive. Doesn't mean Ghostface is going to survive. Like
Right.
everything could go totally off the rails, and you could get a completely new story in seven.
Mhm.
With this, like yeah, they announced they announced kills and ends at the same time, but either Laurie or Michael is going to survive.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
it kind of ruins a little bit of it, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Whereas if they announce a 7 for Scream, it doesn't change my intrigue at all because it could be something completely different.
Right. And for me with Halloween, I always associate Laurie Strode and Jamie Lee Curtis with it. So I mean, I know this probably won't ever be the final Halloween movie ever made, meaning Halloween ends. But for some reason, like Laurie and Michael, they just go together so well that like I don't know
Yeah.
if I'd be as excited for another one. You know,
Like
I
some
don't know.
random new people, he's killing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't
Like I
know.
said, my theory for ends is that I do unfortunately think Lori is going to die.
Right.
Same.
But I think she's going to die killing Michael while saving Allison.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
I think Lori is gonna go off into the sunset. I think Allison is gonna go looking for Michael. I think Allison is gonna take up the mentality that Lori has had, where she's waiting and she's
Mm-hmm.
preparing and she's gonna go get him. And Lori is gonna come to the aid of Allison, sacrificing herself to take out Michael while saving her. That's my theory now.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Full
Makes
circle moment.
sense.
I think the breathing is coming up.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm turning the volume up on the here.
Yeah, same. I got it down.
But full circle moment. Absolutely. I could see that's where they go. Oh, here it is.
And that's also Nick Castle.
Oh,
Oh.
cool.
Yeah.
There it is. Ooh.
Oh,
That's
Letting
how
us.
you know another one's coming.
Another one's
Oh,
coming.
yeah.
Like, this is not it. Nope.
Just
It's
like
not
the
over.
flash at the end of Scream 5, the flash of the with the knife, like right before the credits
Yes.
rolled. At that point, I was like, okay, there's another one coming. There's no doubt.
Man, everybody in the chat's wanting us to watch kills. This is hilarious. Everyone's like, let's
I
go.
know, I
Let's
know.
go. Double feature.
I have to help Zach with something in like 30 minutes. Otherwise, I would have totally done it. Let's do kills next week if you guys are free for it. If you want,
I
I'm down.
I should, yeah, I should be.
Yeah.
I'll look at I'll look at my schedule. I got a couple things scheduled, but I have
Okay.
some nights open still.
Okay.
So
All right. Yeah.
yeah,
You let me know, Eric. You let me know, and everybody in the chat. If you guys want it, I'm down for it. I'm always down for it.
yes, because
Why
it
not?
really is like it's like the escalation. Like all of this happened. Now you just ticked them off. Now you've just sent them into a place where it's just, you know what? Forget all you people. I'm going to go home, and
Yeah.
and dang it if you're in my way, because you're all dead.
Oh yeah.
This is, no more Mr. Nice Guy.
I'm gonna get made fun of in the chat because everybody will just see me like take my headphones off and like close my eyes for a
Oh
couple minutes. You
no.
know.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know
I
what it is. I
and
just can't. That movie is so brutal to
It's
me.
brutal.
I can't do it. I can't do it. You guys need to help me carry that stream next week.
I will.
Absolutely. I will too, brother. We got your back, man.
Jacqueline coming with a $5 super chat.
All
No,
right.
no questions or insightful comments, just appreciation. Love these watch
Aw.
parties. Jacqueline, I love your support and how inclusive you are in the chat. So thank you for the $5. I hope that comes back to you tenfold. Thank you.
Yes. That's
Oh
awesome.
my gosh. And Anthony says extended cut. Evil Dies Tonight. I've never seen the extended cut. So
Dude.
yeah, so we're gonna do it that way.
Yes. Extended
Yeah.
cut of Halloween Kills next week, not the theatrical version.
Perfect. That's it. Is
Yes.
it better? Is it much better?
I mean, I think it adds a lot more color. That's all. I'll put that to you that way.
Okay.
For me, it really does. It just adds a little more color to some of the scenes, and
Okay.
so I prefer it over the theatrical version. That's the version I like to watch.
Really?
I've never
So
seen the extended cut either. So
okay,
Okay.
it's not like a massive overhaul, but you'll see some things that are like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, there's a little extra
Okay.
something there or something. So
Woo, I like that. All right. That sounds like a good plan.
this is awesome. I can't wait.
Destin says evil survives tonight.
It
Now we know
does.
that. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Eric, you sitting there spoiling me. You kidding me?
even more evil dies tonight.
Oh, who's this bearded entertainment guy? $5 super chat, extended cut, even more evil dies tonight. Well, Eric, if you're out there watching, I hope that comes back to you in tenfold. Whoever
Yeah,
this
I'm
bearded
so down for the.
entertainment guy is.
I wonder.
I can't stop laughing.
Ugh.
Necessary distraction with a $2 super chat says, "When are we watching Teeth?" I know we got to chat about that too, Steven.
Oh,
Ugh.
we yeah, listen. Yes, because I've seen a lot of my Cravenites are talking about wanting to see my reaction to Teeth. It's been
I've
back
seen
like
it.
over a week now, and
Yeah,
yeah, we definitely got to do this.
we
We've got to do
promised
I'm
them.
this.
down for
We
teeth as
promised
well.
them. Yeah, yep. Eric, Teeth. Have you seen Teeth?
Like bits and pieces a long time
Okay.
ago.
Yeah, yeah,
I've
yeah,
never
yeah.
seen the full thing, so
I'll be sitting there laughing at you guys' reaction when we watch this. Oh, and who is this? Craven something scary. I love that channel name. I
Oh,
wonder who this guy is.
I've heard it has some decent content.
Yeah, yeah.
you
Oh,
you,
I know.
you
I
know
know he
what?
does
I think
awesome
I'm
interviews.
subscribed to that.
I
I'm
gotta go
even a
check it
member.
out. I think I am too.
I,
Evil
you know,
never dies.
it never dies, and that's right. I think bearded you are Cravenite, man. That's right.
I
Which
am.
which by the way, not to hijack your stream here, Jack, which I always do,
Oh,
not
go ahead. Thank you
inadvertently,
for the $5 super chat.
bro.
That's gonna come back to you tenfold.
Oh, thank you. I'll receive that. Thank you,
Yeah,
buddy. Uh,
absolutely.
so Eric, when you're on vacation, and I had the members only stream the other day
Yeah,
when you were out of
unfortunately, I
town.
missed it.
Yeah, no, it's all right. But during that conversation, and you and I had talked about Cravenites a long time ago. I told you, remember I had that idea? Remember
Yeah, I
that?
think it was me, you, and Carrie.
And Carrie, yeah, we were in that live stream together, and I was
The
like, "What do you
Halloween
think
one,
about
right?
this?" Yeah,
Halloween
I
one.
think it might
Yeah.
have been the Halloween one. We were talking about it, and in that live stream with the members only, actually I didn't even bring it up. Someone in the chat said we need to have a name for us. And I'm like,
Mm.
oh, well, then maybe I'll suggest it and say, what do y'all think? Everyone loved it. So now Cravenites is official. For channel members are officially my Cravenites. So you're a Cravenite now. You didn't even know it, but you're a Cravenite.
I
you're a
love it.
Cravenite.
I love it.
So
I
anyway,
like it. I like it.
it's fun. But
Yeah,
anyway,
you
back
gotta
to you,
get. You
Jack.
gotta get.
Sorry, I'll quit talking about my channel now.
No,
That's
no. You
enough of
gotta get
that.
a members only shirt. Cravenites, like for members only.
Dude,
Yeah,
you know,
exclusive. Hey,
I
because
saw.
I'm already thinking about doing Stu merch, Stu Train
yeah.
merchandise, shirts, stickers, and I think I'm going to start designing those and for the big Stu stream next month. Maybe
Oh,
I'll do the Cravenites.
right, the big
I
stew
saw.
stream.
Oh yeah, like if you need any guests, I'm not saying I love
Oh,
Stu, but
I mean, I'm telling you
wait,
guys,
when is that next month?
this is the
I
thing,
haven't.
Eric.
So,
We're
well, go ahead, Jack. Go ahead.
I was gonna say we're turning this stream into basically like a court case to persuade the people who are
Yes,
not on the stew. We are gonna go. I'm gonna have my defenses all set up. Everything. We're
yes.
gonna do it.
We are taking this as exactly what Jack said. Gory B movie is going to be one of my
Yeah.
guests. We're going to be attorneys in a courtroom,
Yeah.
and we're going to make our case of lines of evidence of why Stu's alive and why he's involved in the mastermind of this trilogy. And we have to come up with poke every hole you can. You got to play devil's advocate and try to tear down our own arguments. What are people going to say? They're going to object with this. They're going to object with that. We have to have bulletproof, plausible lines of evidence to respond to every possible objection. It's going to be the mother lode of live streams.
Oh,
It's going
I
to be a
can't
Stu
wait.
Macher stream. Jack's song's going to debut on the stream.
Uh-huh.
We're going to debut the merchandise, and I don't know, maybe we'll even have a train stop by.
That's why I was asking when it is because I'm pretty much done with it, except for the electronics I was working on earlier. But there is something real special I'm getting for it that won't happen
Oh,
until the very beginning of May.
no worries. I'm thinking honestly mid to late May. So we have lots of time to get all of our investigative work done, research done. Bro, let me tell you something. I'm already researching like real life cases of fake deaths to
Dude,
show
I'm
you it can be done.
I'm
Dude,
making a
I've done this already.
PowerPoint. Yeah, look at that, dude. I'm gonna make a PowerPoint for you, Steven, so you could like throw it up on the screen. I'll be like,
Bro,
next slide.
thank you.
Next
Yes.
slide.
Do you
Yeah.
know what you
That's
should do?
yes.
What would be awesome? Just you, of course, you don't have to do this, but I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
So say it's you and Scary B movie. Get
Gory B
Fate.
movie, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, get Fate and one of Fate's people,
Oh,
That's
and
what I said.
literally, you guys, they bring up a point, you retort. They
I,
bring,
I Eric, let me tell you, I've thought about this, okay? And here's my problem with this. I'm not scared of fate. It's nothing to do with like no, it's nothing like this. But I love Fate. He's my Lethal Collective brother. We're good friends. But here's the thing: I don't. If we do that, it's going to be a 6 hour stream because it's going
Yeah.
to be a 30-minute rebuttal when no one can talk. And we'll just be sitting here listening. And then we'll have forgotten half the stuff he said to respond to because there's so much stuff. And I'm not putting him down. I love you, Faye, if you're listening. But I do think that we do this first and we play the skeptic. We role play the skeptic with
I
each
could
other.
I could tell you like the top three now that they always use because I've been through the Scream subreddit. I've watched other videos. I can tell you right now the top three arguments they're going to come with.
All right, let me hear him. I think I have an idea, but I want to hear what you think. Is this
The
okay, Jack? We are hijacking
Yes.
this entire
sorry,
stream now.
sorry.
It's okay.
The
No,
number
go for it.
one reason, number one thing they're going to say, which isn't even a reason, but is why haven't we seen or heard about him?
Heard of him? Bingo. That's right.
Yeah.
That's the
Yep.
number one.
That is. I
Number
agree.
two is they're going to talk about how heavy and unsurvivable that TV was.
Yeah.
That he has both arms up, by the way,
Oh,
embracing the impact.
yeah, yeah, and you can. I've got screenshots of all this because I actually made a video talking about doing this
That's
exact
right.
same thing. I just haven't
Yeah.
published it.
Yeah. Oh,
Dude,
really? I feel like I saw that. Maybe it was Destin's. I don't know. Somebody's. You
I
gotta
made a
post
short
that though,
video
man.
like saying, okay, here's the top three that they come up with. Here's my rebuttal, and the third one is the blood loss from being stabbed.
oh yeah.
But I'm like,
Yeah.
It was three, wasn't it? It was the first one. It was the second one. It was the third one. I'll have to go back and check it.
I
Maybe
thought
it
it
was
was only
four.
okay,
I think
I
it's definitely three because it's
okay.
the very first one, and then he stabs Billy, and then Billy gets the knife back and stabs him again, and then he says, "Don't believe movies. Mexico's more creative," and he stabs him like a third time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there are no arteries though. That's what I'm saying. No arteries. It's not like bleeding out
Right.
So
profusely.
He could just been
here's
shock
where
his
I always
body.
go with that is, and especially since five came out, is I say, okay, what's your opinion on Chad?
Chad.
Chad
Yeah.
was stabbed, I think
Oh.
7 times.
Yeah.
One in the
Oh
leg,
yeah.
right near
Mm-hmm.
the ephemeral artery,
Yes.
and then he got stabbed in the ribs, like 5 or 6
Chop.
times.
Chop. Chop. Yeah.
And they're like,
Yeah.
oh, well, that's survivable. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, then two is survivable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and like Destin's saying, Tara too. I mean,
Well,
look
like
at
I'll
the
take notes
brutality
for
of
you guys.
Tara. She survived.
Anyways, that's going to be the biggest three.
That's so true. And you know what? We're going to be overboard. We're going to be so thorough. We're going to think of our top 10. We're going to think of every possible scenario of how you
Yeah.
could say this couldn't work. And I
Yeah.
want us to come in with real life examples. Here are real life some fake deaths. Let me show you three or four. These actually happened here, and this happened here where they faked their death and got with it. And then talk about some issues where we show people do with corruption, where they've paid off people. The stuff happens.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what stuff happens. And so
It's a tough
I want
world.
us to have this so bulletproof, guys, that this would be it'd be like a 3 hour stream
Yeah.
of nothing but Stu Macher. We talk about nothing else about but him. And
Jacqueline's like, I'm picturing those courtroom art sketches with Craven defending his theories, pointing at this to a stew train. You gotta draw that up, Jacqueline. I need to
that's
see
so cool. I think Jacqueline. I think wasn't it you? And if it wasn't you, it's my mistake. But I can't remember for sure. But I think Jacqueline may have volunteered to do any sketch work.
Yeah, I think
She
that was
wants us. I think
Jacqueline.
it was Jacqueline for the
Yeah.
court
Yeah.
for the video stuff. But here's what we got to do, guys. Like we need to get together, and we can talk about this offline. But we need to get together and have a Zoom call or a StreamYard call for our planning meeting because
Yeah.
this needs to be executed well.
Extensive. Yeah.
This is like a big time show. I want this to be like hardcore.
Oh
So
yeah.
I'm thinking end of May. So we have all this month and even the early next month to get ready.
Oh, I love it.
And then we can all talk about what roles we're going to play, how we're going to do it, who's going to do what, and just make it
Yeah.
very organized. We all have our roles. And then if you guys are up for doing some of the research to help me out, I would be so grateful
Yeah.
to get this stuff bulletproof.
I've got a
Yeah.
lot of it done already, so
You know what
I'll
we could
send you
even
everything
do?
I have.
We
Love
could
it.
even open up a Google like PowerPoint slide so that we
Hmm.
all could like add stuff into it and like review over. We all have different sections or something like that. We could even do
Yeah.
something like that. These are just ideas, but yeah, that's gonna be awesome, man.
Wow, that would be so
Also,
great.
in terms of Stew Train merch, I do have a
Yeah.
design idea for a shirt.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Listen, I haven't started yet, so I would love to see what you've got in mind, man. Because and I thought to myself, here's what I would do. I want to design the Stew Train merch, and on that live stream, I'll debut it that night at a reduced price. So everyone who's on the stream only can get it
Ooh.
for a lower price. The next day, I move the price up.
Yeah.
So you
I
have to
like
get
it.
it on this stream. I want to give that as a discount for everyone. I'll cut my profits way down, which they're not much anyway, but I'll cut them down even lower to cost, so
Oh
that
yeah.
just because I think it's fun, and
Oh yeah.
I want us to be in this thing together. So, and that is true. Necessary. He was alive. He was alive in 2000.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
And
that's
that's the end all be all in my opinion. Is the last time you ever see Stu Macher, he's
hmm
still breathing,
yes, that's
and that's
true.
something aside
Mhm.
from Charlie, he's the only one who didn't get shot, and I think Jill, she got shot in the chest, but every other one has got shot in
Hmm.
the head.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
like,
and Jill had the
Yeah.
electric
yeah,
shock when
the defibrillator to the head.
defibrillator of the head, man.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
To me,
And
that's worse than a bullet.
Oh,
she would have had brain damage after that, even if she survived. Like
If she
she yeah.
survived,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
well, there's arguments that she survived, but I think the fact that, from what I'm remembering, it just it was so long
Hmm.
after like it happened that we didn't see her moving or we didn't see any help coming to her. So I'm like, it's not. I don't think there's.
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, man. Yeah, that's interesting. I shot him 6 times has an interesting note here.
Okay.
Um,
There we go.
see, one of my subs pointed
Uh,
out to me. Go ahead, Jack. Sorry.
one at Craven something scary. One of my subs pointed out to me that a study was done on that model TV that was used to crash on Stu's head. It was determined only 1% chance of death. There would be a 1% chance of death. Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so I remember maybe it was one of your streams, Steven, but somebody said like it probably would have just bounced off.
Yeah, it would have probably actually got more like just hit and bounced off
Yeah.
because, and I can say that fake Stu shot that's been going around from the outtake, that
Yeah.
horrific, ridiculous thing.
Oh my god.
His arms are at his sides.
Yeah.
And Stu, if you look at the last shot of Stu, and I went back and verified it, his hands and his arms are up. They're covered.
Yes.
You can't.
yeah,
They're not down. They're up.
Yep. Yep.
If the glass broke, okay, fine. He'll have some cuts. He'll have
Yeah.
some scars. All right, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But there's
That
no
maybe
way that.
photo, that photo
Oh,
looked
that
like a
photo
dummy,
was
like stuffed
so
with
bad.
cotton.
from
Oh,
what I
so bad.
understand,
It was so bad.
the plan was they were going to make it black and white, and they weren't going to show the whole thing. It was only going to be like
Mm,
something from up here. But I'm like,
Oh.
even still, if it's a crime scene photo, like crime scene, but they're not going to come in and move stuff around and then take the picture.
no,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
no, it's
And they knew
so
they were bringing
bad.
him back. They
Yeah,
knew they were bringing
exactly.
him back. So.
That's right. Yeah, the carpet's different. Yeah, everything's different. The TV's different. The cabinet's different. There's no
Oh,
speakers. I mean, I could just go on and on. I did a whole video on it of that, breaking it down and doing showing you the comparisons. And well, that got me riled up. I was getting ready to go to bed that night and Eric, you're the one that broke it to me.
Yeah, I said,
And
I'm like, here's some screenshots from the
yes,
movie.
yeah.
he
'Cause
sent that to me, and I'm like, I can't go to bed.
as
I'll
soon
stay
as
up here until 2 in the morning and get this video done.
You said
It's-
it was stab stew, right? That's what you that was in the video. You said what if it was
I
stab
think
stew?
it's stab footage.
see,
Yeah,
that's the
that's
thing.
what-
But apparently, in some interview, I haven't been able to find it or something. But apparently, the director said it was supposed to be the real Stu. But I'm like, I hope that's not true because if they are,
Mm,
it means they're not good directors.
no
Oh.
doubt, man,
But
bro.
but yeah, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, because I'm like, as soon as I saw it, I went back and I pulled up the 4K version of the original Scream, and I got to that part and I took pictures, I took
Mm-hmm.
screenshots. I'm like, that's different,
Yeah.
that's different. I'm like, here you
Yes.
go, Steven, you might like to see this.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
absolutely, man. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if they don't bring Stu back, if we get through 6 and 7 and he doesn't come back, I'm going to be so I'm going to be so put off for
I
radio
know.
silence. You have no
Yeah.
clue, man.
Me too.
It's
Here's
such
the
a missed
thing,
opportunity.
Yeah.
I won't. That's what I think, because there's a whole group of people in the Scream fandom who are absolutely enraged by the idea of Stu coming back,
Oh, I
and
know.
they're
Like
so
Fate. A lot of them like Fate. A lot
well,
of them.
I don't
Yeah.
know about Fate specifically, but they're so aggressive about it, and like they basically down talk anyone who wants them to come
Oh,
back. And
They're
here's my thing:
nasty.
my
They're
rebuttal to them is
nasty.
always like,
yeah.
okay, I enjoy the movies without Stu in them because it's
Right.
still a good movie. But
Yeah.
Right.
can you honestly say you would enjoy a movie with Stu in it? Because I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I think sets them apart. Is like they're so enraged about the thought of him being back, but I'm like, I still enjoy the movies without him being back. And the thing
Heck yeah.
that just makes him even more mad, I'm like, even if he doesn't come back in a movie,
Yeah.
that's not proof that he's not still alive.
No, absolutely not. And if a director, and that's the thing, even if Radio Silence were to come out and at the end of all this and say for sure they're never bringing him back, you know what? That still doesn't mean he's dead. It just means in their universe, just like the Halloween universe, maybe certain people are dead, aren't there, whatever. That doesn't mean the next director who comes in for 8 it could bring him back. So
There
to
you
me,
go.
the Stew train is always on the tracks because it could still happen.
Hey,
Always.
Toby Maguire and Andrew Garfield said they weren't going to be in No Way Home, but they were in it. You know, words
I
don't mean anything in today's day.
No, you
No, they
can't
don't.
trust it. No.
And here, someone posed the question to me: what would it take for you to accept that Stu Macher is dead? And my response was this: if I see actual Stu Macher, like actual maybe de-aged Matthew Lillard or Matthew
Mm-hmm.
Lillard look like or something, being put in a body bag, we follow him to the coroner's office, and
Yeah.
I see a scalpel go in his chest.
Yes.
At that
Bingo.
point, I will accept
Autopsy.
it, because anything other than that, it's not really his body. They faked his death.
Jacqueline.
Anything.
That's
Photo
not a
was
bad
fake.
idea,
Yeah.
too.
Jacqueline says the photo was fake for the cover-up record, so he
Because
couldn't
if
fake his death.
it's possible,
Whoa.
yeah.
Hey.
Like I said, my running
But
theory is
but
he.
Eric, you're right though. Just comment on your comment. Just want to let you know. Yeah, what you just said. Yes, I 100% agree. Because even if if he drives in the ambulance and they take him in, he could still be. They could unzip the bag. He could get out. There's, and they would never know it. It could be still done by the coroner's office, the medical examiner. It could be paid
Yeah.
off, and do a death certificate. I mean,
Mhm.
telling you, man.
Like I
Yeah.
said, I think I sent you my Stu script. I actually wrote a whole script
Yeah,
called
that's right.
Stu that goes through it. But my thing is he made it out. He wasn't dead. He made it into the ambulance. There was only one EMT and a driver, because there was several bodies there, so they had to have they were
Hmm.
the parents in that point decided to pay those two off. They paid off the medical examiner who would have done
Yeah.
the autopsy.
Yep,
He
Everyone.
signed it. He signed the death certificate, and he has medical training, so he could help stabilize Stu.
that's true, man.
Yeah.
And then
You better
they got
believe it.
they got out of there. And I've already looked at this. An autopsy takes 1 to 2 hours. So
That's true.
all he's got to say is, "I had him for 1 to 2 hours," and the police aren't going to check on the body that soon.
No,
They,
no way.
because and the thing about it, he had Principal Embry, is that was his name?
Hembry,
Principal
Hembry, yeah.
He had Tatum, he had
Mhm.
Billy, and he would have had Stu. That's 4 different bodies. So
And
they're probably not
probably,
going.
I mean, Casey and
Kenny.
Steve. Yeah.
Oh,
Kenny.
and
Kenny.
So
Yeah,
they're probably not
Kenny.
going to check on till the next day.
Right.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's plenty of time for him to get out, and he could have said he already signed the body over to the parents.
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
once that happens, and in the state of California, it's like $15 to get a permit to transport the body yourself.
Dude,
So
boom.
I
There
have
you
looked
go.
into this so much, and they could have
Dude.
say they took him to
Mhm.
get cremated. There's no
Yep.
body that they're ever going to look for,
Nope.
and
And that's what.
they get
Yeah.
out of the state.
It's the perfect. Honestly, I still say this. It's to me the best situation. It's the best theory. because there are other theories, and we can make cases he was in the psych ward. We can make cases for all this stuff, but this one is my favorite. It's the fake death. You
Yeah.
just pay off a few people. It's a small town, and yeah, they do a cremation. He bury the ashes, or they keep the ashes, or where they want to, how they want to do it. There's no body. There's no DNA to check,
Mhm.
and it's perfect. To me, it's perfect.
And it would make sense why the sheriff in the original Scream was such a weird red herring, you know? Maybe he was up to some
Mm,
sketchy stuff afterwards,
maybe.
you know? You never
Well, see, the
know.
only reason
Yeah.
I say it because in the way I think it, the police wouldn't even be involved for
Yeah,
all
no,
they
I
were,
yeah.
because
Could be. Yeah.
well, the problem with the police being involved is Dewey is part of the police,
Ah.
and they like while it
Mm,
would
it's
be a
true.
secret with the sheriff, police talk, and
Yeah,
I
man.
think Dewey
Yeah.
would have found out. So I that's why I was like, nah, the police couldn't know about it. It couldn't be a police payoff because it would have got out somewhere, and Dewey would have found out
So
because
Yeah.
it's kept to the medical examiner and the coroner there.
it's reserved to just the EMTs who got him to the
Yeah,
hospital, and then the medical examiner. Because if he
like
dies
it.
on the way, they just take him right down to the medical examiner.
And
They
that's all
don't
they
even.
have to say. He died in
That's it.
transit. If he
He
if he was
died
still
in
alive at the
transit.
house, he died in transit. Yeah.
Exactly. He died in transit, and like they're going to be administering aid on the way, giving him blood
Hmm.
for the loss of blood, suturing everything up,
Yeah.
and then they take him right to the medical examiner. When they're asked, they say, "Yeah, he died on the way, died en route." Medical
Yeah.
examiner says, "Yeah, I examined him." He looks and he says, "Okay, well, just picks a reason for his death
Yeah.
and signs it
Yeah.
off." And in my script, I actually have a joke about like they're like, "Oh, what was the cause of death?" And be like, "Oh, loss of blood due to lacerations to the abdomen." And the sheriff's like, "Oh, I thought for sure it'd be the TV." And then the medical examiner's like, "Yeah, it's just a TV."
I love it, man. That's so
Man,
good.
So
I at the stream, let me just cut off real quick. At the stream we did the other day, I remember someone even saying like, you know, wouldn't Gail know that Stu was alive? But news reporters, they like Gail wouldn't know. You know,
Right.
in an autopsy situation, like they're told whatever the police is told. You know,
yeah, the
so I
only
don't
thing they
even
get is
think
the same autopsy report.
right.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's no media that would be allowed to go into the no media would be able to see what's going on. They'd be all
yeah,
shut out. That's exactly right, man. So they would never know. It's the perfect to me. It's almost I don't want to say I hate to say I won't say perfect, but it's close to being a perfect way to
yes,
do it. It's really
yep.
close, I think.
Probably the only way I'll
It's
accept it.
it's
That's
well, and
that
it's
way.
it's easier to plausibly defend this than the theory of him being alive and in prison. I mean, you still
Yeah,
could we could get there. It's just heavier lifting to
yeah,
try to cover the objections, but we could still make plausible, I think, reasons of why no one knew about it. But this is just clean to me. It's very very clean, and
yeah.
it answers all your questions. No one talks about him because they think he's dead. There's no
There's no
reason to
reason
talk
to bring
about
him
him.
up if he's dead.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's the
right.
thing.
Yeah.
No one has ever referred to him as dead.
Nope. Still, they haven't in all the movies.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. And
Nope.
even Kevin Williams, when they asked or Williamson, when they asked him in an interview, he dodged the question because he said, "Well, Stu, I think lives forever." And then he laughs and says, "I think I get more flack for killing Randy," which
Hmm.
he
Mhm.
does. So
Yep.
Yes.
That's
Imagine
right.
Jamie Kennedy was still
Ooh.
around, like in
Oh
five,
man.
dude. How cool would that be? You know,
oh
if
that
you had him, you could have killed Randy in five if you wanted to kill a legacy character, passing the torch to Mindy versus killing Dewey. I wish he
Yeah.
was in them all. You
I
know,
think I heard
Me
this
too.
on one of your streams, Stephen, but
Hmm.
someone just brought up the idea of flashbacks. I think it would be perfect. I heard someone talk about it, and I was like,
yeah, Destiny.
what if they brought back Randy in flashbacks? Because remember how he recorded the tape
Yes.
for
Mm.
Sydney? What
Yes.
if
Yes.
what if he recorded a tape specifically for his family that we haven't seen?
Yes.
So like we could see that flashback, and maybe Martha. Maybe
Hmm.
Martha's like, hey, your uncle, I wanted to wait till you were old enough, but your uncle made this
Yes.
tape.
That's right.
And like they could see, and they could bring back Randy for just like a minute.
They
Ooh,
could.
yeah.
They
Wouldn't
could
that
do
give
it.
you chills?
Oh, it would be
I'd cry.
amazing
I'd cry again.
to see him. And they can make him look young. You just let him shave off he's got these kind of got the little out of control beard thing
Yeah.
going. Shave that all off. Get him all.
Yeah.
Just you can, look at Billy, for goodness sake, look at
Yeah.
Skeet.
Hmm.
So you can make it work on a video, and and
You
I
could
would
deep
love
fake
that.
them a bit. You could deep fake them, use some
Yeah, you
CGI.
could deep fake it a little bit,
Yeah.
and
I
man,
can't wait to meet him.
Like with Loomis.
oh
Look at what they did with
yes,
Loomis in
oh
Kills.
my gosh, that was,
That
oh
looked
man,
outstanding.
so good.
I
Outstanding.
thought that was. I
I did
thought there
too.
was unused footage. I'm like,
I did
did they
Yeah.
too.
have archive footage of Donald
Yep.
Pleasance they brought back? They're
I
so
swear,
good.
I thought the same thing, Eric. I really did. I said, for a split, I was, oh my gosh, this is new footage. They've unearthed footage, because I
Yeah.
believe the whole flashback sequence was authentic. I
Yeah.
mean, it felt like the '78 look. Everything was right. It was
Oh
perfect.
yeah.
It was
Hmm.
incredible, man. That
That's
Yeah.
the
man.
kind of detail they would need to prove to me that Stu was dead.
Yes.
Yes, and then a little more
Yeah.
sauce on top.
No more sauce. Spice it up a bit. Let's get it going.
All right,
Well, this
so
sounds fun. This sounds awesome.
so
Stella says rich people can cover up their crimes.
oh,
Heck yeah, they
100%,
can all the time.
100%.
Oh
So,
yeah.
quick question for you two:
Yeah.
has your rating of Halloween 2018 changed since this rewatch? Because it's pretty early. This is a third and fourth or third and second time.
Second
So
round for
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
so did
Yep.
it did your rating of the movie
Uh,
change?
you know what? Having seen Kills, like you, Steven, and like noticing more of the detail in it, it was even better than when I
Hmm.
saw it in the theaters. Yeah.
Yep.
That's my input.
Mine as well. It really enriched the experience. It enhanced it knowing what happens in Kills. I really enjoyed this more, even more than I liked it the first time. So I'm a
Yeah.
bigger fan of Halloween 2018 than I was before we started it, and I liked
Yeah.
it already. But yeah,
Wow.
it's up for me. It's moved up.
Oh
It's
yeah, same.
awesome, man. The pace of it is so good too. Like you're
Hmm.
intrigued all the way from the start to the finish. And
Yeah.
like Eric was saying before, it's like it is technically a complete story. If
Yes.
say you don't like where the rest of the trilogy winds up, like you could just watch 78 and 18 and then call that a complete story.
You sure could. And you know what else is interesting? I noticed this time more is having seen Kills, like I say, 3, 4, 5 times somewhere in there. How much less violent Kills at 18 is.
Yes. Yes.
I was surprised because because Kills is so violent,
I
it's
know. I
so
know.
brutal, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this was really they didn't go there in
Yeah.
this one very
Tame
much.
down.
Every now
That's
and
why
then,
I have to say, Steven, that's why I liked this one better. I felt like
yeah,
it was done classier.
more
Even
like the first
classier.
one, like
Yes.
78,
Yes. Exactly. Yeah.
because
And it was
78
it
is
was
not brutal.
gruesome.
What
Right.
I
Yeah,
It
think
was
is good is if you look at 78 and then it ramps up a little to 18, then it ramps
uh-huh.
up a little to Kills. Like his
Yeah. Yeah.
aggression
hmm
totally just takes a steady arc.
it
Right, right, right,
does.
right, right. Yeah, no, it's interesting. It's interesting for sure. I know you guys are gonna have to. I'm gonna get made fun of in the comments next week, but you guys need to carry my back through this next movie.
Dude, we got you,
That-
bro. We got you
yeah,
covered, man,
yeah, yeah.
all the
I
way.
love it.
Can't
So
wait.
what do you guys want to see in ends? Let's chat about that, and we'll go for like 15 more minutes, and let's
Whew. Eric, why don't
theories.
you go? You go
Yeah,
first?
I talked a little bit about it before. I want a good explanation, first of all, for the 4-year time jump.
Yes.
Because if Michael
Mm,
Myers escaped, which it seems that he has, I want a good explanation of why we're just picking up now. Like, was there
okay.
a manhunt for him? Why didn't they find him? So
Hmm.
that's the first thing I want is like an explanation for that.
Hmm.
Um,
Like a flashback, like they did for 78 in Kills. They could do a
could
little
be,
flashback scene for
Yeah,
18. Yeah,
they
of
could.
Kills.
yeah. So I want that. I want so bad for Karen to really be alive. Uh,
I know.
I
I
know.
I
know.
don't think it's gonna happen, but I
No.
also don't want Tommy to be dead. I don't think it was
I
Mm,
I don't think it was
you know what?
definitive that he
I was
was.
so mad that they killed Tommy Doyle. I
yep.
still you'll see it next week. Like still it just felt like he was done dirty. I was even mad they killed Nurse Marion. Like I was like, are you kidding
Oh.
me? You
Well,
know?
and
And it
not only
was
that, the original sheriff. What was it? Brandt, Sheriff Brandt,
Brackett.
Bracket.
Brackett,
Yeah.
the old
What the
man.
heck? I
Bless
don't
his
know,
heart.
man. You
But
know.
yeah, I that scene where Marion is killed and the other one's
Mm,
killed, that aggravates me just a little. I think that's one of the
yep.
biggest pieces of evidence of like plot armor for Michael.
Yes. Yeah.
That's one where I'm like, this wouldn't happen. It would not happen.
And the
But
actor who played Tommy Doyle, what was his name again?
Michael Anthony Hall.
Yeah, Michael Anthony Hall. And it was something
weird
something
science.
Hall. Yeah.
Yes.
He
Breakfast Club.
like if you look at young Tommy Doyle from 78 and you look at, you know, Tommy Doyle from Halloween Kills, if you look at his eyes, he's got a very similar eye structure to the young kid that played him in 78. Like it looks like an
Hmm.
older version of him, more built up, but I don't know, I believed his portrayal of it. I thought he was really good at it. I
I did
did. I
too.
enjoyed it.
I still haven't heard or actually looked into it. Did they even attempt to get Paul Rudd to come back? Because
I'm not sure.
I
because
never
he
heard
played
anything about that
because he played Tommy Doyle in the Thorn
Yeah.
in Thorn.
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I was like, I didn't know if they attempted to get him to come back. I think that was actually his like first. That was like his featured debut.
it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't want Tommy to be dead. I want I
Yeah.
want another matchup because after 4 years, what he went
Mhm.
through, he would be back, and now because he was kind of like attacked by proxy in the first one. Like he was a
Yeah.
kid and he was
Hmm.
really just running.
Yeah.
Now he's actually been attacked, so he knows what he's got more experience with it. So I would
Oh
love to
yeah.
see another
Mm.
showdown between Tommy and Michael.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's like what I said. I want Laurie to complete a character arc where she's gotten past that point in her life where she was just pent up and locked away. I want her to be open. I want her to have a chance at happiness.
Yeah.
Uh, with Hawkins, maybe
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be
maybe
so nice.
maybe run off
Yeah.
with Hawkins.
Yeah.
I know I have a feeling that I think she probably will die in this movie, but like I just don't want that to happen.
Well, see, I do believe she's gonna die, but I
Yeah.
think it's gonna
Yeah.
be after. I think she's gonna have put that aside, and Allison is now going to be out for revenge because I mean her mother was just killed. She was attacked. Her boyfriend was killed right in
Yeah.
front of her. She was stabbed, or
Hmm.
I don't know if she was stabbed. She was pushed down the stairs.
She
Was she?
sprained her or she broke or
She
sprained her
broke her
ankle.
leg. Yeah, she broke her ankle.
Uh,
But was she stabbed beforehand?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I'm
No.
trying to remember. I
Yeah,
don't.
that's it. We
Yeah.
gotta watch Kills again.
I,
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah.
Next
Week.
week.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yep.
I want like so many of the people she loved were attacked, so I think she's gonna be out for vengeance. And like I said, I think she's gonna go after Michael. She's probably gonna find him and get into trouble, and I think Laurie is gonna save her and
Hmm.
do what she always wanted to do. But I think she's gonna go out in a blaze of glory, taking Michael out with her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Probably.
Allison's gonna keep on the Strode name. I think she'll change her last name from Nelson, I believe it was.
Oh, I
I think it's.
don't remember.
I
Maybe.
think
Yeah.
maybe she picks up the Strode name.
Yeah. Hey, that's it. Is she? I don't know if she's credited on IMDb. Is it? I'm gonna pull that up right now.
Good question.
Yeah.
It is Nelson according to the Halloween
Ah, there you go.
fandom.
Okay. There you
Yeah,
go.
it's Ray Nelson is her dad, and then
Okay.
yeah, Karen's
Yeah.
last name is Nelson because of she married him. So Allison, yeah.
Oh,
It
I
would be.
loved in Kills like 3 generation of Strode women just going
Oh,
at
I
it.
know.
So
It was
cool.
so cool. And there's that
Yeah.
one really great shot of out there. I have it from one of my videos for a while back, but where it's the three of them together in their final girl shirts what's her name, Greer
Judy
made
Greer.
for
Judy
'em.
Greer.
Judy Greer
Judy
made
Greer.
for 'em.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's so iconic to me,
Yeah.
and like for this trilogy anyway, it's an iconic picture.
Oh yeah.
And I think I think I want a lot of what Eric wants, but one thing I really want to see, because I do agree that Laurie's going to die. I used to think that she wasn't, but I've changed my opinion after a lot of interviews with Jamie Lee Curtis that I've watched. So I've now feel that she is dead, and she's trying to prepare us for her
Yeah.
to die, like they prepared us for Dewey. I think
Yeah.
that it's very much the same way. So I'm going in expecting her to die, but what I want to see is what Eric alluded to. I want an iconic, or not iconic, I want an epic, is what I'm trying to say. An epic battle. Not with just a real quick fight. I don't want 5 minute struggle and it's over. I want 10, 15, 20 minutes where you think
Like a
it's done and then
war.
it starts back. You
Yep.
think it's done, it starts again. It's like
Mhm.
she literally is fighting to her last breath till she can
Yeah.
find her last energy she has. She's giving it all to save Allison.
It's like for her,
And,
like fate has decided that she is going to die tonight. And no pun intended.
aha,
Fate decided.
ah,
Fate. It's like her fate has decided that I can't even say it.
I know what you're saying. But
You know what I'm
yes,
saying?
yes, it's like her fate is determined,
Yes. Yes. That's it. There we go. There we go.
determined to that she's going to die. She's going to accept it, but she's going to do all she can to kill him. Now, there's two things that really I'm concerned about. Number one is Jamie Lee's comment that she said this movie is going to make a lot of people very angry.
Uh-huh.
This bugs me because what I could see happening here are two possible scenarios. One is that I think she's going to die no matter what. That doesn't change. But what I think happens next is either Michael survives and lives and Laurie dies, or he dies, but, and this is what I don't want to see, the essence of Michael Myers goes into Allison like we saw with Laurie in Halloween
with
4.
with Jamie.
Jamie.
Jamie,
Jamie.
with Jamie,
Mhm.
where this horrible thing is we think it's all over, and then all of a sudden Allison picks up the mask. And it ends with her putting it on, and that's the end shot of her putting it on, and it goes to the credits. That would be horrible. And one
Yeah.
last horrible scenario, what I don't want to see, is this radio tower. Okay, this radio tower. I listen. I know I sound like a broken record, but I cannot shake this feeling. I try, and it won't go away. That they're going to do something wonky with this radio tower,
Yes.
and if they try to do Silver Shamrock, where they're controlling him with the radio waves, I'm gonna lose my lid, man. I'm gonna be
I'm like
so
hoping
upset.
I'm hoping that in the
Oh,
commentary when they said, and this radio tower is gonna, if you watch the DVD Blu-ray
yeah.
commentary, they said this is gonna have a big part to play in ends. I'm
Yes.
hoping that like they're just hinting that that's where the big showdown is gonna happen, like that's where the big finale is gonna happen, and not like some voodoo like
Yes.
brainwave type of hypnosis. Like I can't,
I
I
can't
wouldn't
do it.
believe that, man. I can't do it. No,
Well, remember, and here's the other thing that bugs me is because bye necessary. Good night. Thanks
necessary.
for hanging with us all night. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.
Here's the thing about the radio tower too that bugs me is that Loomis in '78 said he saw Michael staring out the window as if he was waiting for some silent alarm or signal to
Mm,
trigger him.
yeah.
Guys, I'm telling you, if the groundwork is in '78,
No.
what is a silent alarm? What is a silent signal? We can't see it. It's a radio wave. It's invisible. It's silent. I'm not. Listen. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. I'm nervous. Okay.
Me
I
too.
can't shake all this stuff, man.
Yeah. Every
I
time I think about ends, I always think about that radio tower. After I heard the commentary, I was like,
Yes.
that's how it's gonna end. That's it.
I I will just shake my head and walk out.
Me too. I will too.
And then and then at that point, kills is gone for me. I will stop the movie at
Yeah.
Halloween 2018, and
Yep.
I watch Halloween. I watch Halloween, and I'm good.
That's
That's
it.
it. Like
Two
there's
parts.
nothing
Yep.
exists after that because
Yep.
if you watch Kills again, you know he's the radio tower's controlling him, and I just can't. I just couldn't. I
And
don't think I
see
could do it.
that this right here, that sums up my problem with cliffhangers. Everyone's been having
Uh-huh.
this conversation about ending Scream 6 with a cliffhanger. Here's the problem. So you love Halloween Kills, don't you? Don't you, Steven?
I do. Yes,
Mhm.
I
If they
like it
come
still
in,
better than 18. I still love it
Mhm.
better, even
if
more.
they come in at Halloween, now it left on a cliffhanger. If they
Yes.
come in with Halloween Ends and it's a terrible movie, it's not only a terrible movie, it also
Hmm.
brings down Halloween Kills.
It certainly could. If it's related to Michael Myers and his evil, That's
Yeah.
the thing for me. Like they can mess up a lot of stuff, and I'll look over it. But if they try to unveil the mystery of his evil and that
Mhm.
it's being controlled, they tried it in 6, it failed miserably. And if
Mhm.
they try to do it again, but with the radio, even if it's not a radio tower, what
Mhm.
if it's anything that someone has control of, like Dr. Wynn had it in Cursed. If it's someone else here that's controlling him in any way, I will absolutely
Yeah.
disown it. I have
And
nothing
what
to
do
do
I
with it.
always say? I always say on the streams, I say less is more.
Yeah,
I
But see,
don't
the
want to
thing
know
is,
anything about him.
the
that's
thing
fair.
is, Steven, if you disown Halloween Ends, then you don't have a complete thing because Halloween
I
Kills.
know.
I know.
You can't stop there. That's what I'm saying with
I
cliffhangers.
know.
If that finale is bad, you have
Yes.
ruined not just one, but you've severely degraded
Dude.
the. Which is why I don't want Scream 6 to end on a cliffhanger, because if they come in with Scream 7 and it's not good, well then they've also detracted from Scream 6, so you
Oh,
can't watch that fully.
Okay,
I
can I ask you something, Eric? Can I pose you a question now?
Yeah.
If speaking of, I'm going to switch back over to Scream again. So if 6 ends with, let's say, and I think Bob Hunt, I think he's still here in the chat, he had a comment on the stream this week. He's like, "What if it ended where?" And it could be any scenario like this, okay? So it doesn't have to be this exact scenario if you're not feeling it. It could be something like this. But basically, the idea was the end of 5 or the end of 6, we think it's all over. And then the last scene of the movie is you see someone like from behind. I mean, you're looking at their back. Okay, they're sitting at a computer desk, right? And they're typing on a laptop, and the camera comes in slowly, and they don't show you who it is, and it goes up to the screen, and it's someone, and they're typing on the dreaded post, and it says something like, "Yes, this is Stu," and it goes,
yeah.
bam, straight to credits.
Yeah. See, that's what I meant when I said in the other stream. I was like, I want the reveal to be in 6, not like a straight up mask pull off for Stu, but I want a hint to be
A
at the end
hint,
of that movie for us Stu train lovers, like that he is alive and that let people speculate. Well, maybe it's not Stu, maybe it's somebody acting like Stu, but I believe it
right?
really is. But how awesome would that be? So then all of 7, you have that
Hmm.
in your mind, like wow. So it gets to breathe a little bit more versus just getting thrown at us at the end of 7.
Or Jack, and Eric. Last thing, Eric. Then I know you're
Yeah.
dying to say. What if he doesn't say I'm like I just said, this is Stu. What if it doesn't say that? What if it says this says who are you? And the person says I'm the one that started this thread.
Ooh.
And it goes off. And
Yep.
then then the speculation runs rampant for months waiting
Yes.
to Scream 7. Who's behind the laptop? It's all we'll be talking about.
Holy
All right.
crap.
Eric,
Yep.
I'll shut up now. What say you?
Those streams would be so awesome, and the
Could you
laptop
imagine?
guy.
Who's the
Oh.
laptop guy? Who is it?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
I think what I said still stands, because yeah,
Okay.
we're all gonna want it to be Stu,
Right.
and even if they say it's Stu, but we don't see Stu, and it's
Hmm.
not him. What if they come out in 7 and it's not him? What if they come out in 7 and it's some random person?
Making
Then it
acting like he's Stu. Yeah.
exactly. Then it
Hmm.
takes away from not only that movie, but all that excitement we had from
It's
the
Leslie
end of the.
Macher.
It's Leslie.
It's
Yeah.
something like that, or maybe it's a flashback. We don't know where it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was his Vince? Maybe it was Vince
Vince.
pretending. Like if they don't do it right in 7, it doesn't matter how excited we were at the end of 6. If they don't do it right in 7, then 7's not as good as we think it could have been,
Hmm.
and 6 is now a little worse because we know what it's leading to.
But what if Stu does come back in 7?
And
If
see,
they
that's the thing.
actually do it.
It
I
could be
know.
perfect. It could be perfect. Like
Yeah.
I do like a Marvel analogy, because they had one of the best ends on a cliffhanger ever, and they
Hmm.
did something similar to Halloween Kills, because they killed off everyone in Infinity War, and then it
Oh, yeah.
snapped 2 years later, and then they pick it up there. They did perfect there. I'm not saying it is definitely going to be bad. I'm saying I don't like
Yeah.
it because the chances of it sets up expectations that, and it's not complete. That's the
Hmm.
thing.
You
If you
just like a
leave
movie
one,
to be complete, right? So if they said,
That's me
if the
too.
studio shut down and said, you know what, we're done with this IP for 5 years, it's okay. because we had an ending.
or God forbid one of the actors or
Right.
can't come back.
Yeah.
Something like that where they can't
Hmm.
make it. There's just I do like, yeah, I like it to be complete. I like the fact that like with any Scream movie, you can go in, watch it, and have a good time. You don't have
Yeah,
to worry
Yeah.
about
True.
finishing the story in another
Hmm.
movie.
right. I
And
mean,
I
even Scream 2, the middle chapter of a trilogy,
Hmm.
you think of the most, there's a word for it, but the most iconic example of a middle chapter is The Empire Strikes Back. Okay.
Oh yeah.
We are seeing our characters at the end of that movie at the darkest moment of their lives. Okay, Han Solo in carbonite. Luke lost his hand and is losing his faith because he just found out Vader is his father. It's a dark ending, and
Yep.
I read articles about people that saw Empire, and when that movie ended, they were pissed because they were like, "What? This is it? I'm gonna have to wait 3 years to find out what happens next." But it still felt like a complete movie. Even though it ended on a cliffhanger, it still felt like a beginning, a middle, and an end. Even though you knew there was
It
another
did.
one coming, like it capped off beautifully. So I know exactly what you're talking about, Eric.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I just think, like I said, I think there's more opportunity for things to go wrong if you end it without an actual ending.
Hmm.
You're basically setting up. You're telling the. I think you're setting up the, and it feels like a cash grab sometimes. Like, oh,
Hmm.
Yeah.
you want the complete story? Like, it's
Yeah.
like where a lot of
Come
books when they,
back.
yeah, when
Yeah.
they turn books into movies, a lot of
Hmm.
times the last book they'll stretch it out into two movies, and it's like
Harry
Yep.
Potter. Look at that.
exactly.
Harry Potter.
So
Hmm.
it's like it feels like they didn't want to complete the story, or it feels like they wanted to force you to come back to watch something else, which I'm gonna have no problem going back to watch another Scream movie.
Oh heck yeah!
No.
All
Believe
day.
me, I will
Yeah.
watch it. I'm not gonna be upset
Hmm.
if they do it. I just would prefer make a complete, just make a
Okay.
complete story. That
Hmm.
yeah, if there's a post credit scene where we see someone a reveal or something like that, that's fine. But just know that you've set everyone's
Yeah.
expectations
Yeah.
through the roof for the next movie, and if you don't give them the payoff, it's not gonna you're gonna
Yeah.
lose fans.
Yep.
You're just
Imagine
gonna
we're all,
lose
You have to
fans.
deliver. You have to
yeah.
deliver if you go there. But here's the thing, guys. I want to remind you guys of this because I think about this a lot. So a week and a half ago, or whatever, and I put a video out. You guys have probably already seen it, but
Mhm.
the interview with Tyler Gillett, where he says that we are willing to risk it all to subvert expectations for Scream 6. And then he follows it up in the same paragraph and says, and we are so far down the rabbit hole in Scream movies. So he's talking
Mhm.
about all the previous sequels that he says everything is up for grabs. That's a direct quote.
Yep.
Everything is up for grabs, and that's contextually talking about the sequels, the previous films. So
Right.
that's why I've been making all these videos about what if Angelina, what about Hank, what about Kincaid, what about Stu. Of course, that's the big one I thought
Well,
of.
Yeah.
Guy Vanderbilt in an interview was asked the whole Radio Silence team was asked if you could bring back any character, dead or alive, who would it be? Guy Vanderbilt was the first to answer, and he said Stu Macher.
Yes, Guy is a bit. In fact, Tyler was talking about Guy and said Guy is the number one Stu apologist, Stu truther of all of them. But he said they're all love Stu. They're all like Stu truthers,
Yeah.
but Guy is the biggest of all. And they said Guy is constantly trying to work him in. They're trying like, should I do it? Should we not do it? I'm like, bro, just do
Uh
it.
yes. Yes.
Just do it, man. Come on.
Dude, imagine we're all getting so pumped up and we go to see 6 and it's just like season 3 of the TV show.
Bro, Jack, don't
Why?
say that.
I
Knock
haven't
on
even
wood. You
seen
guys got wood
season
near you?
3, but I
Knock on wood.
know.
Look, okay, I would watch season 3 over Resurrection all
Yes.
day long.
Uh-huh.
So it's not Resurrection territory, okay? It's
Yeah.
not like,
Yeah.
but it is not season 1 and 2.
Ugh,
It is just it's lacking a lot of stuff. The
god
only
awful.
thing that they brought back that was that was redeeming or whatever was Ghostface is back. We actually
Uh-huh.
have the Ghostface, and we have Roger L. Jackson. But again, I loved Mike Vaughn. You guys, I interviewed him 3
I
weeks
know,
ago. You
yeah.
guys remember? I
Mhm.
loved Mike Vaughn and Brandon James and that voice. Oh, and you heard Jack. I sent you the clip.
Oh
Oh my
yeah.
gosh! I still haven't used that.
Woo!
I got him. He did a tag clip for me, Eric,
Yeah.
where he
Yeah,
says,
I heard you
"Did you
talk
hear
about
that?
it.
Did you
I
remember
heard you
that?"
talk
Okay,
about it
okay.
on the stream. Yeah, I can't wait to hear it.
I got to do something with it. I've got it saved. I'm just waiting to figure out how I'm going to use it. But so it's no slight against Mike at all because I love Raymond James' voice.
Mhm.
But that's really it, man. Okay. Now I will say this with no spoilers. Jack, you remember the reveal of 3, the very end
Uh-huh.
reveal.
Mhm.
There was something there that I actually liked that
Yeah.
final thing, last episode.
Uh-huh.
That was my favorite episode. Was the final? Was the
Of course.
final one? I
The big
mean, it was
reveal,
the
right?
rest of them
Yeah.
were just like, oh boy,
Oh
oh
my god.
yeah,
Yeah, literally.
I'm
And the
go to sleep.
costume looked weird too. The costume was weird in
Yeah,
season 3. It didn't feel like Scream. It was like almost like hood like.
yeah. They modified it. They did something with it. It probably
Yeah.
had to. They probably had to.
Yeah, for
But
copyright or something.
but
I don't know.
season 1 and 2, that was legitimately pretty good. I
Oh.
enjoyed those, man, and that was the last thing Wes had creative input on was the first
Yeah.
season,
Yeah. The
and
only thing I didn't
yeah,
like from those first 2 seasons was the Halloween special. I
it
love
was it kind
it
of
was
felt like unnecessary, wasn't it? Kind
I
of
know. Yeah.
forced.
Yep. Yep.
You
I
know,
mean, I
this
love
is
the
a
whole in the prison thing with
Kieran?
Kieran. Yeah,
Kieran.
Kieran. Yep. Yep. That was awesome. But after that, it just was like, all right, this just feels like it was like continuity was a mess, and it was just like it was like
Tack on.
I still know what you did last summer. It
Oh
felt like that.
gosh.
Yeah,
Oh
it felt like
no.
that.
Have you seen the third one? I'll
Yeah, I'll
always
always
know.
know. Yep. Yeah.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
Wow, that's rough.
Yeah.
Anyway, and this is maybe a hot take, but I think from season 1, the opening with Bella Thorne was on par with some of the Scream movies. Like
Oh,
that
the pilot.
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yes,
that
agreed.
opening,
Woo!
like
It,
I
it
think
was.
the way that like the Drew Barrymore montage or whatever,
Yeah.
that I think that was on par with some of the Scream movies. It was so
Hmm.
well done.
Until
It
Scream
was.
5, that was one of my favorite openings.
Yeah,
Actually, was that TV show. Yep.
it's very underrated. I hardly hear anyone
Yep.
talk about it at all. And it was, and the thing is, Wes Craven had contracted to direct that pilot episode.
Yeah.
And could you imagine if he'd have been healthy enough where he
Ah.
could have done that, where we actually would have had him directing the first episode of Scream? Man, man. You
From
know,
what I
Oh.
understand, they actually offered Bella Thorne like one of the lead roles, but she was too
hmm.
busy, and she's like, I'd love to come in for like the Drew Barrymore role," and they're like, "Okay."
Heck yeah.
I love how we call it that now. The Drew Barrymore. Like she's the Drew
It's
Barrymore of the movies.
it's the
Yeah.
icon. Like you
Yes.
cannot think of Scream without thinking of that opening.
Yep. Yep.
That's
Because
right.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
she was the poster star,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Oh yeah.
she's gone.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
Terrifying.
gone.
That is terrifying. That scene. I mean, imagine like that was like there was no movie after that. It was just like some director released like a 10-minute short film, and that was it. I mean, that is terrifying as a scene in itself. Like the 10-minute segment of that it's blood curdling. Like
like
oh
if it just went black with her mom screaming as she
yeah.
saw her,
Yep.
like
And it
Mm.
was
that
like a short film. Yeah.
that would be one of the most terrifying short films I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
It would. You could
Yep.
like stop it there, like you say, a little short film. Well, that's how they got. Because remember the whole backstory. Because the Weinstein's, here we go. The
Ah,
Weinstein said, "We don't like the mask. It's not scary. No one's going to be scared of this." So what does Wes do? He talks to Patrick Lussier, his editor. He says, "Look, I want to go right now with the dailies of this opening sequence with Drew. We're going to edit it together into a short, and we're going to take it and we're going to screen it to the Weinsteins." They took it, they showed it to them, and the Weinsteins were like, "Oh, we love it. You're absolutely
wow.
right." I'm like, "Oh yeah, big surprise. Wes Craven
Yeah.
actually knows what he's doing." Yeah, they're like, "Yeah, you're right. It's go with it," and that was it. From what I understand from Wes, from what he's said in interviews and stuff, that was the last time they interfered with the first film. They stayed out of his way, which is it's and look what happened. It's a masterpiece film.
Masterpiece. Yeah.
They started meddling in 2, and then it got worse and worse from there on.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
darn
No,
Weinsteins.
the Weinsteins. I'm
The
telling you, man.
Weinsteins. We got to have a name for them, like some kind of a, not being like mean or hateful, but like
They're like greedy pigs, the
They're the
Swinesteins.
Miltons.
the Miltons.
Yeah,
They
the
are.
Milton.
They're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
from Milton from part 3. They are the
That's
Miltons.
it. Yes.
It's true, man, and
Yeah.
it's it's really, really, really makes your hair stand up when you watch Scream 3 now, knowing the studio executive of that studio was Milton in real life. That just messes you. It's
I know.
really
I know.
weird.
It's
So
It's
the
crazy. It
Weinsteins are
is.
the Miltons.
The
they are
Swinesteins. The
the
Swinesteins.
Swinesteins.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's
Like greedy
good.
Jack,
pigs.
that's brilliant, Jack. The
Greedy pigs.
swines, because it's like the pigs. That
Yeah.
dude. I'm not one for making calling names or anything, but
I
the
know.
Swinesteins is
Yeah.
that's pretty darn good.
Hey, the whole world knows about them now, so that's it,
It's
you know?
well, you know, yeah. And
It's
it's not like
fact
we're
now.
allocating anything or this
Right.
is factual
Yeah.
stuff. The guy's in
Mhm.
prison.
Yeah. I
Anthony,
agree. Yes.
that's
So
interesting.
I hear a lot of people talking about this. Maybe Sam will go visit Stu in prison to get some closure to help her get rid of hallucinations. Hey, I
Well,
mean,
that's interesting, guys. So if Stu is in the prison setting or a facility, mental facility kind of setting. Remember, he was a minor when his stuff went down.
yes.
So let's say he's in a facility. My question is to you guys, and I know we're getting really late, Jack. So you just tell me to shut up and I'll stop.
Go for
But
like 5 more minutes. That's
okay,
perfect.
okay.
Yep.
So I just want to throw this out real quick. Then, and last thing for me is what will Stu's attitude and relationship be towards Sam? Because I could see it equally going either way. Either one, he resents her because she's a Loomis and Billy got all the fame and he's dead, so he's going to take it out on his daughter, and I'm going to kill the daughter to take over the Loomis spotlight. Or
Yeah.
I could see him wanting to partner with Loomis, Billy's daughter, because Billy's gone, and now he can kill with a Loomis again, and they'll do it together. I see one of those scenarios. What do y'all think?
I I thought of something different because
Yeah.
I fully believe that Billy and Stu were in some sort of relationship beyond just friendship. And Kevin Williamson has confirmed he wrote them that way.
Yeah.
A little bit more experimental with each other. I
Okay.
think that it would be possible that Stu might take up like a protector role for Sam because he loved Billy. Maybe he
You know what?
something like that.
A lot of the LGBTQ people say it. Even Neb said it. She's like, "Yeah, Billy and Stu, they were like together." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Well, I mean,
I mean, I don't know. I'm not willing to go that far. I'm not.
It's
I
a
know that
fan
you
fiction
can make it
route.
a case for it, but I just don't.
well, I mean, Kevin Williamson has confirmed it,
Yeah,
What? That
and
that
they
they were
were
like really
gay
super close.
together?
I
he
don't
said
think he
they were.
confirmed they were gay.
He didn't confirm they were gay. He said they were queer coded
Hmm.
because he's an openly gay man now,
Right,
and
right.
he wasn't out at the time. And the
Yeah.
two killers he based them on were a gay couple.
Interesting.
Interesting. That is
I don't
interesting.
perceive it like that. I
I
don't.
don't either. I never
But
did.
it's interesting theory.
If you
Yeah.
okay, so now that you think about it that way, rewatch the movie and look at how Stu interacts with Billy.
Oh, I
Well,
know.
there's
When I
if
rewatched it, I
yeah,
looked at I
If you
looked for
if you
that. I was
watch it,
like,
yeah.
if you're thinking about it and you watch it, you can see it.
yeah.
But yeah,
See, I just see them as like inseparable best friends. Like the
Yeah.
kind and they're both psychopaths. So let's be. They're not going to be exactly wired like they should be. Obviously, So I'm not gonna say that that's not the case. I mean, because I'm not gonna dispute that. I don't. I mean, maybe so. I just for me every time I see it though, and I do see the affection there. Clearly, he idolizes Billy in a lot of ways. It's the way it kind of
Yeah.
comes off as.
Yeah.
I just always viewed it as because I've had a really good friend, the Carbonite Jedi. Jack, you know him, and Eric, you know him. He's in our Guilty Movie Club.
yeah,
Yeah.
Billy and Stu, if you were to see us together, it would look like not that we're killing people, but I'm saying the kind of relationship him and I have is so close, like brothers. I see it more brotherly than romantic Italy. You know what I'm
Right.
trying to
Right.
say?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And so, but if you didn't know us very well and you were watching us, you might think otherwise. Just in how we are engaged with each other in our
Yeah.
conduct and our silliness and all of our stuff we do. So I guess my point is, and again, I'm not trying to argue the point, Eric, at all. I don't misunderstand me.
yeah.
I'm just saying every time I watch Billy and Stu, after all the hundreds of times I've seen that movie for 25 years, I know they're close. I know they're inseparable. I
Yeah.
get that completely. I
Hmm.
just never got anything more than that. That's
And
all. I just never did.
I'm a gay man myself. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
I never felt that. I felt there was some intrigue Stu had on Billy. Like it's
Yeah.
almost like he was like so fascinated with
Hmm.
him. Like he put him up on a pedestal.
For sure.
Um, and you could see when Billy starts revealing, like talking about his real true motive for doing this. Stu almost looked like he was crushed. Like, how could you not tell me about this?
He did. He was
Yeah,
stunned. Remember that
yeah,
kitchen scene where he's like,
hmm
oh my gosh, you could just see
yeah,
it.
yeah,
But Eric, I think, but your theory, Eric, still works either way. Because to
hmm
me, because like, even if he didn't have a romantic relationship, or if he did, either way, that affection for Sam could be there. That's his daughter. That he may want
yeah,
to be protective. So that's the third scenario I wasn't thinking about.
yeah,
So I'm glad you brought
Just
that up.
just one more point for their relationship is with what you're saying. It totally could be non-romantic the way they act with each other, but the final thing that seals it for me is that it was the 90s. You didn't have
Hmm.
that kind of interaction between two men on screen
that's true. Yeah,
in that way.
Mm.
yeah. It
So
was
like,
illegal at that point, wasn't it, or something like that?
I
Or
mean,
no,
I
the marriage was, but
yeah,
it was
like
like
marriage was
it
sure. Oh yeah,
was
marriage for
not
sure.
it was
Yeah.
not accepted. It
yeah,
was
Right.
yeah,
not openly accepted back then. So like, yeah, I mean, it could be a completely non-romantic.
Mm-hmm.
There's a word for that I'm not
Or,
remembering. But it could have been. But I don't know the way they acted, and this being from the 90s, it was
mm-hmm.
something I hadn't seen in a movie, and I
definitely
Okay.
think
intriguing. Yeah,
think
Yeah.
yeah
intriguing.
thinking about that way, and maybe it wasn't. It's possible that it wasn't a two-way thing. Maybe
That's true.
Stu, because Billy didn't act that way towards Stu.
No.
Stu
No.
acted that way toward Billy.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
getting really close, like getting like right up in his neck, stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. Like
platonic.
platonic. That's the
That's it.
word.
Oh,
Platonic. There you go.
You.
Jacqueline.
There you go.
Jacqueline
Jacqueline's always
saves the
comes in
day.
the clutch, doesn't she?
Oh,
She
But
always comes in the clutch.
oh yeah.
yeah, it could have been like Stu.
Mm-hmm.
Stu was, had feelings for Billy
Could have
more
been
than
attracted. Maybe he had attraction to him, that, but
yeah.
Billy didn't receive it. You know what I mean? But
And
but
maybe he
he,
thought it was romantically or sexually, but maybe it was just a fascination and like his, because
yeah.
minds play tricks on you.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you feel a romantic attraction to somebody because just of how you guys vibe together, but it's
Yes,
not a real thing. You get what
that's
I'm
true,
saying?
man.
Yeah,
You
it's like your
do.
mind plays tricks on you. So maybe,
Kind of like how the Julian, not Julian, kind of like the kid that tried to kiss Allison, that got killed outside
yes,
at the. He was like, you don't have your boyfriend anymore, or Cameron or whatever,
yeah,
and he was feeling it, but it was clearly one sided in
oh
that
yeah,
situation.
oh yeah,
And I mean, I think we've all been in that scenario. I mean, I'm not going to dig up for our personal information, but we've all had a moment like that. I'm sure we can relate to.
of
If everyone
course,
was being honest, we've all been there. It's been a one-way street, and
yeah.
it just that's what it was. That's all it was.
The worst feelings in
Oh,
the world, but hey,
oh, no doubt. Rejection is a
yeah,
terrible feeling, isn't it? It's just
yep,
like you're shut down. It's like, oh
yep.
man,
It makes you grow though.
it does. You learn, you grow, you mature, or you become a psychopath, and
Yeah.
that's the unhealthy way to handle it.
That's it. I saw Scott says, "Welcome to the Halloween watch party where we talk about Scream 6."
Heck
Did you really?
yeah,
Man,
that's
it
right.
always gets back to Scream.
Always. I love it.
Always. And
Always.
there is not a live stream, guys, that I think we will ever have on any topic of
I
any
know.
film that Stu will not be mentioned in the. I would put money on it. I seriously
Yeah.
would.
Even 10 years from now, if it doesn't happen, we'll still be
Yeah.
doing it.
Jack is Scream 12.
Yeah.
With
Oh
Scream
yeah.
13, it's going to happen.
This is it. Yep. I
Matthew
got a
Lillard's
beard.
only 58
Yep.
years old, 60 years old.
Yep. I'm a hermit living in the woods. I got a little like computer. That's the only thing I have in my house. I'm like, I
That's right.
believe it, man. It's gonna
It's
happen.
that Stu train is coming.
If you'd like, I have Kevin Williamson's comments here. If you'd like to hear them.
Oh yeah, I mean, sure, go
Yeah.
for it, man.
In an
Throw 'em
interview,
up.
he said, and one of the reasons that one could get to the other is because I think the other one was secretly in love with him, and it was sort of fascinating.
Secretly.
Mm-hmm.
Fascinating case study on double murderers. If you Google Leopold and Loeb, which is the two murders he based them on, he said you'll see and you'll read about it and you'll go, okay, that's Billy and Stu. And then
Hmm.
he confirmed and says, is Stu secretly in love with Billy? Maybe. Did Billy manipulate that? Possibly.
You know what?
I see.
That's the only way I would accept it is
Yes.
if it was a one-way thing with
Right.
Stu. Maybe he, like I said, he thought it was romantic, but maybe it just was like he finally felt like he met somebody that he
Hmm.
could be his true self around. You
Yes.
know?
He could open up. He
And
could actually kill with this
Yes.
person.
There you
so
go.
that look you were talking about that Stu gave when Billy
Hmm.
Yeah.
revealed his motive. Now, would that look come from like a friend who was finding out or someone who was in love with you?
Yeah. Like,
Mm.
whoa.
So
Could
he
Even
be.
could
if
be
you tell
even
me this?
more hurt because his
Yeah.
the relationship is stronger from his point of view than it is from. So
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if Billy knew that there was a desire there, he could manipulate that and to get him to be his lapdog,
Oh
essentially.
yeah.
You know. Now, I don't think, and I say that because, and all these, absolutely they do. Uh, I hate to say lapdog because I have so much respect, and I'm gonna say the word. It doesn't really apply properly, but
Yeah.
reverence for
Mm-hmm.
Stu.
Oh yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? There's a reverence for him, so I feel
Mm-hmm.
bad even saying lapdog because I think that Stu is a much more complex character than most people give him any credit for. They just think
Oh yeah.
he's just to follow along on the leash, on the collar, and I don't believe that's the case. I think there's much deeper things with him, and he covered it up with his personality, but there's more there. And I think when he comes back, he's going to show how much brains power he's got as they're masterminding this ghost face cult across the country through the dreaded post. He's recruiting and manipulating minds and shaping them into his cult all across every state
Ah,
of the country right now. And when they start having murders happen all over the place, all the roads lead not to Woodsboro, but to Stu Macher.
dude, I would buy if that happened. I would buy that DVD just to cook it up and eat it. That's how juicy that would be.
I love it. Woo!
so yeah, it all
Yes.
goes back to my original thing. I think it would be possible that Stu, if alive and in prison, which I think is really really hard.
It's the hard one to do. I
It is
know.
a
Yes.
hard one to justify, but if it does happen and they can, I'm not going to hate it if they can explain it well.
Yep,
Yes.
me
There,
too.
there's going to be a lot. Anyway, if that happens, I could see Stu maybe taking over, protect her, or trying to get really close to her
Hmm.
in a way outside of just the killing part.
Gotcha. Interesting. That's interesting, dude. So he would almost be like incognito protector, you know? Oh, okay. Last thing. All right, I swear. What if I got to write this stuff down for another live stream or a video? This
Yeah.
is great
Yeah.
stuff.
Let's
Uh,
do let's do another Stu stream.
we got to do. I
Yeah.
know. Like seriously.
Hmm.
So if Stu is okay, there's Ghostface killings happening. All right. And what we don't know is that there's a third Ghostface that's trying to kill the Ghostface killers. And it's Stu trying to kill those that are trying to kill Sam. And so you find out in the reveal that there's a Ghostface. Someone in a Ghostface costume at the end comes in and stabs a Ghostface and kills them in
Wow.
costume.
Yeah.
And it's Stu Macher protecting Sam by killing the Ghostface killers.
Interesting.
And we don't know when we're watching the movie who's the bad. We don't know who's who
What if
because
Yeah.
they're not connected.
I just
Right.
saw something in my head? Like you just see a ghost face on top of another ghost face.
Yes.
He looks up at Sam and presses a button and just says "run," and just looks down and just keeps stabbing.
Oh, like I'm not here to
Oh.
kill you.
Like a
Run, like
Just
go.
looks up and presses the button so the voice
Oh,
activator comes on. And you just say it's "run," and it looks down and just keeps stabbing.
oh my
Dude,
gosh, that's so
vigilante Ghostface,
awesome.
I got
Batman
I
I got
Ghostface.
chills.
seriously, especially with the whole button thing they've introduced now, when he turns
I
it
love
on.
it.
Oh, we gotta
Oh,
see
That
that again.
that tiny little sound that it makes when it like
Yeah.
kind of like it's charging up. It's like
yes.
oh man, chills.
And did you notice how when he pushes the button, when Stu pushes the button in the hospital, you notice how you can start to hear him breathing through it?
Yes.
You can actually hear the breath like just starts
Yep.
in, which is so cool how they did that, man.
I
It's
Oh
mean, if
my
you think about it, even
gosh.
if a ghost face isn't there to kill you, if just them
right.
looking up at you in that,
Yes.
there's no way. Like I'd be frozen.
Oh
Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Good night, Bob. Thanks for hanging out with us so
See you
late.
Good
later,
night.
Bob.
Oh
Yeah,
Great
no,
support.
he's gone
Bob,
a little
it
late
was
here.
our honor. It was our
Ah,
honor. Appreciate you, man.
it's an honor.
Jacqueline, I love Jacqueline. Jacqueline says I love this theory. I don't know which one, but I'm glad you love it. Maybe it's the I don't know. I'm loving it too. I'm loving
Yeah.
Oh
all
yeah,
these theories. I don't know which one it was, but
Yeah.
I think
it's
she's
When
good
she said
referring
stuff.
to the
being never
Stu
dressed
and
to kill,
Billy
yeah,
Oh,
the
because
homosexual.
Nev
Yeah.
say
oh,
something
yep,
about it.
yep. I
Mm.
see that now. I got to read
Well,
the whole
I
comment.
think she said something about it in the movies, or no, I know Randy in part two said something. He called them
Mm.
quote unquote homo repressed,
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
oh,
and
Yes.
you
then
homo repressed mama's boy.
Yeah.
That's what it called him. That's right. He
That's it.
did.
and then
Yep.
He sure did.
Nev said in an interview like this. Nev, not Sydney, said in an interview something about them being being
Recently, just recently.
confused.
It
Yeah, yeah.
was. I confused or some. It's basically saying there was something that may not have been. There was something going on there that may not hold a story about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't deny it for sure. That's right.
Yeah. Oh, Destin, totally off topic. Have you guys seen the movie The Invitation? Is that the one on
No,
Netflix, Destin? Oh my goodness.
I have
This
not.
movie is a slow burn, but when
Okay.
you get to it's like an hour and a half. When you get to the end of this movie, it is nuts.
Really?
Woo!
I
Oh.
think I have seen it.
Like
Okay.
there's a dinner party that takes
Yeah.
place in the film. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. I've got to see it then. I'm gonna
yes.
make a note of this one
Yes.
right now.
Watch that, Stephen.
I'm seriously making a note so I don't forget.
Yeah, that's Destin. Yep, so freaking good. So freaking good. Yes. Dude. Oh man. Destin, maybe we'll do a watch party for that. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's a fun one. But yeah, totally
Invitation.
off topic. Yeah, you write that down, Stephen. That's
I've got it right now. Email it myself.
yeah. That's one of those movies that like I've watched it probably 3 times because
Really?
it's not a slow burn where it gets boring. It's a psychological slow burn.
I love
Oh,
those
with
kind
a
of movies,
big
man.
boom. Yep. Yeah. Good stuff.
Sweet.
Even Anthony says the invitation is good. Discount Tom Hardy is in it. Yep. There you go.
Jacqueline
Is
says it's wild. Hey, all right.
Oh,
is
Jacqueline's seen it.
isn't it the same guy that's in Upgrade?
So I haven't seen that one either.
think
Everyone
so.
tells me
I
to
think
watch that
so.
movie.
I don't wouldn't classify Upgrade as horror, but Upgrade is amazing.
Somebody
I've
brought that up
heard.
recently. Yeah.
Yep.
Have you seen Upgrade, Jack?
Me? No, I haven't seen it. No. No.
It's not like I said. It's not horror. It's
It's sci-fi,
action,
right?
action sci-fi.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It
Okay.
is. It
All
is
right.
wild. There's a great twist.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's a fantastic movie. But
Oh,
I think it's got the same guy. Now I got to look up the invitation to see if it's the same guy.
yeah, look it up. I remember the first time I watched The Invitation, I was like, well, Anthony answered it right here. He said, yes, it's the same guy from Upgrade.
Oh, okay, cool.
Well, you
There you
guys are
go.
gonna make me like try to stay up and watch this after the live stream now, because now I'm really
Dude,
curious about this movie.
I
I'm
know,
probably
it's
gonna
so
flip on
good.
Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
All right, I know.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know. I know.
Oh yeah,
Well,
that's
look,
him, Logan Marshall Green.
that's it.
oh,
Yes. Yes. Yep. There we go. Logan Marshall Green. Steven, as
nice.
soon as you watch that movie, you let me know, okay?
I will. It may not be tonight, but maybe tomorrow I'll throw it on and watch it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So last comments about Halloween 2018. I mean, so like still holds up, I'm assuming, for you
Oh
guys.
yeah.
100%.
For me, again, I enjoyed it more now than I did the first time,
I think I did too.
and I really, yeah, it went up. It went up for me. And again, I liked it already, so it wasn't like I didn't like it. I already liked the movie, but now I like it more. I still like Kills better though.
Mhm.
I
Oh,
do.
I can't wait to watch Kills with you next week because I know
Oh,
you
me
love
too.
it so much.
I
You need
love
to
it.
point out for me like certain things that you're like, I love that, I love that, I love that. You
Oh
know?
yes, I'll be
I
happy
could do
to.
the opposite. I do
Yeah.
like Kills. I do like
Yeah.
Kills. I'm just very critical of it because I think there's a lot of situations where it's just like glaringly plot armor for Michael.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's a
Okay.
lot of that in Kills. I
Mhm.
still enjoy the movie. I can turn my brain off and just enjoy the movie
Yep.
and get through it. But there's yeah, it's Steven, you can point out all the great things. I'll be like, and
I,
this is why that was a good decision.
I'll be like,
And
Eric, After the movie, I want to enjoy. Let's enjoy this
Yep.
movie.
And I'm like this the whole time. I'm like this.
I know
Is
you.
it
You won't even
over?
watch it. That's awesome.
Put the headphones on like that.
Jack, come on now, man. We can do this together. We can do it. We can watch. You can watch every scene with us. Come on, man. You
Oh, I'll
got
watch.
it.
I just can't hear the sounds. Like I'll watch. I'll
Oh,
watch it. I know. I know.
that's tough. I know. It's brutal.
My final comments on Halloween 2018 is it made me really hopeful for a Friday the 13th
Ah,
resurgence. Now that they've almost got the rights worked out,
yep.
and it just, I don't know, it made me hopeful, and to see that there is a good way to do a remake or a requel.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like it's proof that it can be done.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely, man. I mean, even like Nightmare on Elm Street. There's so many movies that you could do that you could
Oh,
requel.
man.
There's so many
Totally.
classics. Like even we were
Yes.
talking about John Carpenter's thinking of doing a sequel to The Thing.
Mhm.
You know, imagine that, dude. I
Isn't he also doing another Escape from New York or sequel on that?
don't
I've
know.
heard a rumor about that. I think actually, I don't.
Yeah.
I can't remember for sure what they said though in the article, but
We need Carpenter back directing like a
yeah,
movie like The Thing, dude. Like how awesome would that? That would be so cool.
the Thing too. Can you imagine Carpenter doing a new Thing? Oh my god, a
Oh,
new
dude.
dude, man.
Jacqueline's never seen Kills.
Are you gonna
Get
watch along with us?
Jacqueline, you gotta
Jacqueline.
watch with us.
You got to get your popcorn ready for this one. Get buckle
make
up.
sure
That's all I can
there's-
tell you.
No children or anyone with a weak stomach around.
Yes.
Ooh.
Nope. And we got to watch the extended cut. So everyone next week we have to watch the extended cut of Halloween Kills.
Mm-hmm. They
So
have
Eric, maybe there'll be
cut.
some scenes that'll change your mind maybe a little bit, or maybe
It-
there'll be
it
something
could-
that'll be
Yeah.
You've
Who
told
knows?
me. I think you told me about extended cut in reference to Karen,
yes.
which is why
The ending, yeah.
I've
Yes.
more or less accepted her fate.
I'm afraid that after seeing the extended cut, it's pretty clear she's not coming back.
Yeah.
Okay, 'cause,
They have
yeah,
they have extra footage in there that because when Kills ends, normally you see her there, you see her face,
Yeah.
and then I'm not really spoiling anything. I'm just going to share with you. It's just the same scene, but what they do is the camera pans down her whole body. You see the
Yes.
pool of blood all over the floor, and her phone's ringing in the blood over there, and then that's when you see Laurie calling from the hospital.
Yeah.
And
all I'm gonna say is
anyway.
we saw the same thing with Hawkins.
Oh,
you're right. You're right. Now you're right.
And Hawkins, it was right to the jugular.
ooh,
Yeah, it's true, man. Okay, yeah, you're right. I mean, listen, I'm rooting for it. I want her. Trust me. I was so mad. That was the one thing about Kills. I'm jumping ahead. That's one thing I could not stand because I felt like they tacked that ending on. It was almost like, how do we end the movie? Well, let's do this. And
know.
David disappointed me with that final end shot of Kills. Oh shoot,
It's
I probably just
cringy.
spoiled that.
It's very cringy.
Oh, well.
You know.
Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
hey.
I spoiled it. Sorry, but yeah, it is cringy. I'm like, what happened here? Why? This movie was amazing. What are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe it's a dream or something. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they got up there and saved her. I don't know, Eric or Jack. I hope.
If it had ended with Judy looking out
Yeah.
the window,
Just stop there.
I would have had my rating would have gone up
Mm-hmm.
so much because that's an ending.
Yes.
And Michael just behind her. That's it.
No, not even
even
Michael
that?
there. Not
Okay.
even there. Michael he's somewhere else, but like him coming up there raises so many more questions. Like,
I know.
how did he get
Yeah.
past all the police that are just crowded around there? How did no one hear this? How is he gonna get out? Like, it raised so many more questions. If it had just ended with her looking out the window, then we know Michael's escaped.
Yep.
And we know everyone thinks they're okay.
Yeah. Everyone has this good feeling, like they think it's all over, and it's not over because everyone just got slaughtered on the next street over, which they don't know
know.
yet. And yeah, I guess you could make the case that Michael could technically, always play devil's advocate, right? Could have come around the street behind the house and come up to the back door because the cops are all in the front. So maybe he looped around and came back up. That's the only I could think of. I thought that too, Eric. Like, how did he get in there? I mean,
Yeah.
how could I make it? If I was writing this, how would I write him in
Yeah.
the house? And that's why I try to look at all these movies. How could I make it plausible? That's the only thing I could come up with.
Well,
Because
there's
it's not
gonna
the
be
front.
there's gonna be cops in the house too because there was just murders there.
Well, you're
Yeah,
right because he has to. Even if he comes in the back, he's got to walk around to the stairs.
yeah. And
And
Justin
So
what?
said, "Why did she go up there too?" You
How
know
could
what?
she
and
have gotten up there? It's
yeah,
an active crime scene.
Yeah,
It just
yeah,
so
it
like,
was so weird. It was like she was in a
yeah.
trance. Well, every time I see that scene, it feels like she's in some hypnotic trance, like
which is
she's
why
Ray
I
walking
think
up
Tower,
the
there.
that's why I
Ray
think
Tower.
the theory of it being a
No.
hallucination came about because it doesn't seem like she's coherent.
No, it doesn't. It's like
And I
she's like programmed or something. Like
like I
she
said,
got some kind of silent radio
like the
signal.
radio
Yeah, yeah,
tower made her
yeah.
go up.
Yes. It's
She
transmitting
saw
it.
young Michael. She saw young Michael. Remember that? So maybe that was the radio tower making her hallucinate. Ugh, I'm like cringing
Oh.
just thinking about that, man.
Anyway, like I said,
Happy,
if they
happy
had ended with
Halloween.
just her looking out the window,
Halloween.
I would have.
Silver shamrock. Burn chicken, 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 chicken. Music. I'm telling you, if we could get away with doing this without copyright slamming and
I
shutting down the live
know.
stream, I would.
Uh,
I would throw it on. I would take a chance and throw it on for like
yeah,
5 seconds and yank it.
yeah.
Maybe I should just do a little sample. It just says "Silver Shamrock." Tick, tick,
Yeah.
tick. You got a little
Or I can
sound.
sing it for you on the guitar. I'll
I
sing it
think
with you
I was
five
about to
little.
say I
Yeah.
think if
I'll
you
do it.
redo the song yourself, it doesn't get a copyright strike because
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me do
Beat
your
did it
red
with
right
Mortal
hand,
Kombat.
Steven.
He played the Mortal Kombat theme and it got copyright strike. So what he did was he re-edited the video and he did it himself on his
Oh,
own instruments, and it got around it.
Oh.
Steven, I'm
Okay.
getting you a red right hand. Just you wait.
Bro, that's amazing. If we could do a red right hand, dude, that was freaky. Whoa! I just looked
Happened.
over here to my left, and I swore I saw a shape walking across the wall. That freaked me out. I think it's just because the lights are. It's dark over there.
I saw your face turn like white.
Yeah,
You
that's
were
what I
like,
was gonna
Yeah,
say. I was like, oh no.
I was like, oh shoot! I felt like someone was just walking. It would trip me out.
you ever see
Um,
Unfriended? The movie Unfriended, where they're all on a
yes,
Skype call. That's what it'd have been like. Yeah.
it was totally. Ugh. But I
I
don't know
think
what
Sophie
that
played
threw
the
me
movie
off.
for me.
My whole
Yeah.
train of thought just got thrown off. I don't even know what I was saying. I
Red
was in
right
the middle
hand.
of.
So I'm gonna make you red
Yeah,
right
yeah,
hand.
red right hand. Dude, if you could do a little red right hand, just a little bit, and then a little bit of that Silver Shamrock song,
Yeah. Yeah.
we could probably get away with most of that whole song because
Oh
it's
yeah.
basically London Bridge is falling down. It's happy, happy Halloween,
Yeah.
Halloween, Halloween. It's
Happy,
the
happy,
Halloween
silver
Silver
shamrock.
Shamrock.
Yep. Yep.
And if you
Yep.
could find a way to do that little, maybe we
Yeah.
pluck it with
Yeah.
your strings. I don't know how
Yeah.
you know what to do. You'll figure it out.
I will figure this out
I
by the
love it.
next by the next stream. I will have this figured out. Maybe
Or if you
ukulele. I'll get it on a ukulele.
do it, you do the
Dude,
ukulele part. I'll sing it. We'll like audio audacity this thing.
dude, I'm serious. Can you have, hey, Eric, do you have enough time to do it for our Halloween kills next week, or is that too soon?
I'll get it down by then.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'll get it
I'm
done by
gonna
then.
play the Halloween. So over the intro next week, I'm gonna record 2 minutes of the Halloween theme played on the guitar.
Love
Yeah,
it.
we'll do this as the test. Let my channel be
Yes.
the test for it. See if we
Oh,
can get away
Jack.
with it. Okay.
Okay.
Let's do
All
it.
right.
And worst case scenario, if YouTube shuts the stream down, we just start a new one. You just simply send them a
There we
new
go.
thing and
There we go.
redo it, and we'll
Yeah.
go for
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. I can't wait. We can talk offline about when and what day. We
Yeah.
can figure that out.
Yeah, we'll
All
figure
right.
it out. You guys, even if it's not tonight, you guys just let me know whenever, and we'll get it. So
Yeah.
even Ethan, it's like Jack, the door moved behind you. I know Justin said that halfway through the movie, and I was like, because I'm not kidding you, man. I have had. I'm gonna do a stream one day for you guys watching, or if you're watching the replay. I have had a lot of paranormal experiences in my life, and
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna do a stream talking about
Wow.
a
Ooh.
lot of the stuff that I've experienced. So if you guys want to hear my stories, you comment down below, watching now or watching the replay, because I've got some freaky stories that
I've
so
only
when,
got one from when I was a kid, but
yeah,
it's one that has stuck with me.
you'll join me with the
Oh.
stream then, Eric. Yeah,
Man,
Yeah.
we'll chat about it. Yeah.
I've got 3 experiences
Oh,
that I
dude,
know beyond a shadow of a doubt was otherworldly. There's no
dude,
doubt about it.
that
Yeah.
would be a fun stream idea. Just
Yep.
talking about, just like not saying, hey, like
Ooh.
maybe these are just imagination, maybe not, but I know I I I get a lot of people that like, they're like, no, there's no way. But like you, Steven,
Oh man.
I know for
Oh
a
yeah.
fact that, you know, there is something, after this, and I know
Oh
that there is
yes.
a realm that we cannot see.
Oh,
You
there's no
know,
doubt about it. I mean,
no, no doubt.
anyone that can look at the solar system and the planets and say it all happened by a complete accident is
Oh,
it's that's the most illogical thing
yep,
I could never hear.
absurd.
It's and I'm telling you what, no matter what your worldview is,
Yep.
whatever it is, like I personally have a biblical worldview. I'll tell you right now, I have a biblical
Mhm.
worldview. But whatever your worldview is, we are hardwired to know there's something more than us. We
Yes,
know it. We
yes. It's in
know
our
it.
DNA. Yep.
It's in our DNA, and I believe we were created to know that.
Mhm.
And so and therefore there are spirits. I don't believe in ghosts as in dead bodies, go
No, no,
fully, but
no.
there are spirits. There are demonic spirits and angelic spirits in my
Yeah.
worldview, and I've experienced both.
Yes.
And I'll leave it at that for now.
Dude, all right, that's on our queue too. That's on our wish list. A paranormal stream. And if
Yeah,
anybody else has any stories and they want to jump in, they can too. But yeah, man, I how did I even get on this?
I don't know, man. I love this though. It's
Yeah,
organic. It's so
it really
great.
it just flows. Yeah, I've got a good one from when I was a kid. That
Oh, you got to share it with us on that stream, Eric.
Ooh.
I will.
You're dude. I know. So oh, that's how it happened. So Destin said that halfway
The
through the
door moved.
stream. Yep.
That's right.
And it's like I turned around, but like a part of me was like, "Oh, okay, the door's moving. There's another paranormal thing happening." Like it didn't. It wasn't like a feeling of like, "Oh my god, there's a ghost." Like it was like, "Oh, okay, there might be a ghost. Like that's okay," you know.
Yeah, yeah. Telling you. You want
That's
to hear
it.
something funny?
Yeah,
Last thing I'll say. This is crazy, but the house that my family and I, when we moved, we lived in previously where we are now.
yeah,
We lived there for several years. Well, we sold the house, and I got an email from the realtor of the. And probably should say this for our stream, but
mhm,
I'll just say it like this. I had an email. I got an email from the realtor of the person who bought our house, and they said, I have a really strange question to ask you. I feel odd asking you this, but my client has requested me to ask you. She says, have you ever experienced paranormal activity in this house? And because they said they are continually hearing people walking in the upstairs hall and knocking on their door after midnight, and there's nobody there. And they want me to know if this has happened to you as well.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like, dude.
yeah.
So, no joke. That was a realtor sent me this for the people that moved into that house. And,
Yeah. Let me
yeah,
ask you guys something. Well, I will end it with this. Have you guys ever seen any unidentified aerial phenomena?
maybe once or twice that I think could be something, but I don't know. But it was very strange light movements, right? People are going to start thinking that they thinking that that we lost our minds. I'm
No,
just telling
no.
you,
Hey,
I lived
I'm not
just a
saying what
couple
it was.
times.
Yep, yep. Hey, I'll save those stories for the stream too, man.
Eric's like, I don't know if I'm gonna be on this stream after all.
No, no,
You guys are nuts.
I was just thinking because like I think the term UFO gets thrown around and people automatically go, "Oh, they're crazy." It's like
Right.
technically a UFO is just something you see flying and you
Yes,
don't know
We
what
just
it is.
don't
yes,
know what it is.
You're not
Yeah.
saying they're aliens. You're just saying,
No.
"Yeah, I saw this weird light. Don't know what it was."
That's exactly what it was for me. It
So
was lights.
if you think about it in that, I mean, in that regard, yeah, I've definitely seen a lot of things flying around that I don't know. Um, but I don't believe I've seen aliens.
have you
Hmm.
seen this
That's
movie,
fair.
Fire in the Sky,
Fire and
taking place
I.
right here in Arizona? Holy
Yeah.
gosh. Oh, I'm not even gonna say anything about it.
Wow.
You guys look it up. Horrifying. So yeah.
No,
You
Where
know,
Jack.
where
one
is
thing you guys should
Horrifying.
know
Skinwalker
about me.
Ranch?
What is that?
I said, where is
It's not. No,
Skinwalker
it's
Ranch?
Skinwalker Ranch is Nevada. I think it's
Okay.
Nevada.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. I would love to go up there. But one thing you guys should know about me, fun fact, and I'm like open about this. I am a total lover for like UFO conspiracies and all that stuff, man. I just have such a fun time wrapping my head around it. You know, I love science fiction, so that's
Yeah.
like the sci-fi in me. But
Hmm.
that's funny, dude.
It could be entertaining. It could be very,
It
very
I
can.
entertaining.
I love it too. And I saw someone mention a haunted hotel. Excuse me, the Stanley Hotel, which is
Yes.
what The Shining was based on.
Yeah.
Yep.
I took a tour of that. Very
Oh.
creepy place.
Oh man.
Hmm.
Like doors. I in that place saw
Yeah,
doors open by themselves.
dude.
Really? You saw that?
Yeah, on the
Wow.
floor, and I'm like,
Oh.
and I didn't say anything. I'm like, is this? I'm like, it's a tour. They probably have that set up, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that's what I told myself.
Oh,
Wow.
when you come to Arizona, Eric, I'm taking you to the Birdcage Theater in Tombstone.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you look it up. Oh my goodness. So that's it. We're getting on 4 hours here.
Woo, look at that. 4 hours, man. And the crazy thing is, we still got people here with us.
I know, I
Hanging
know,
out
I
with us
know,
still. That's
I
awesome.
know. Anthony says Fire in the Sky is getting a Scream Factory release. What?
Oh,
Oh, I'm
wow.
on that, Anthony. Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my
I'll have to
gosh.
check it
Yeah.
out. I've not seen it.
Poor Ethan. He's like, I don't think I'm gonna get a lot of sleep tonight. It's okay. You know what? I've been there. It's you're safe. Trust me.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Fine. You're, you're scaring people now. All right.
Oh.
Well, I think this is a good stopping point, right?
I think so.
I think so, man.
I
This
think
feels
so.
right.
We'll
Feels
pick it
good.
back
That's it.
up next
That's it.
week.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, man.
Totally. I love it. So thank you guys so much for coming in. Both of you guys are such just
Oh,
amazing guests. It flows every time I have you guys on. It really
well,
does.
thank you, man.
Thanks for
Totally.
having me, man.
Thank
Eric,
you,
this is
friend.
your third time on, right? We
I
did
think
Sleepaway
so.
Camp, we did Halloween, then we did this.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Sleepaway Camp. Yeah, that will live in infamy. That was legendary.
Amazing. That's what
Yeah.
started the guilty pleasure. Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Oh,
Yep, yep. Awesome. So
oh gosh.
I have, everybody's links in the bio below. So please check out
Oh,
Craven Something Scary for good content,
thank you.
Bearded Entertainment for amazing content.
Heck yeah.
That's it. Steven, say the logo. Say it. Go for it. Yeah.
Okay. With the whole thing or just the tag?
I want the whole thing.
1 second. So I'll leave you in suspense.
Yeah, gotta get ready.
Okay.
I love this.
Hey, welcome to Craven Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Ta-da. I love it, Jack. You crack me up, man. You're the only person that asked me to ever do that. I love it.
Dude,
Thank you.
I
That's
gotta
very
think of
sweet.
one from my channel. I don't have a sign off.
I'm just like, hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name's Jack. That's it.
Yeah.
I have a sign on. I
Okay.
usually have a sign on. Yeah, I usually say something along the lines of, uh, "Thanks for coming back," or if this is your first time, I'll have to watch now. I forgot, but it's something along the lines. Something along the lines of that. It's like,
Dude, yeah, get
Yeah.
one. Get a slogan, and just like Steven, every time I'm on with you, I'm gonna ask you to say that. I
Love it.
Steven, I will ask you every time we stream. You're gonna say that for me.
Bro, for you, I will do it every time you ask. Anytime.
Perfect. I love it. Awesome. Well, everybody in the chat, everybody watching the replay right now in the distant future, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a lot of fun.
I had a
see you guys-
blast.
always a
Yeah.
blast.
I see you guys in the comments. Those of you who watched along, I see you had a lot of fun too. And
Yay.
we're gonna get a Halloween Kills watch party date soon. In the next couple of days, hopefully, we'll have a date out there.
Yes.
So, you guys have a great rest of your night. Everybody in the
Yes.
chat and the comments, have a great rest of your day, evening, night, middle of the night, whatever time you're watching this in the replay. You enjoy it. Be kind to one another. Treat the earth with respect. And I'll see you guys next time. Okay. See you later.
Later,
Oh,
everybody.
I cut you out, Steven.
That's okay. Bye, guys. See ya.
See you guys later. Bye bye.
Bye.